Michael Tanizaki Kurland, you are up.
Oh man. Let's see, memory. I've been reading a book for the last 6 hours, so my brain's a little shot. I did get a coverage request, so that was interesting. I was hoping it was supposed to be Wednesday through Friday, and then they're like, "Nah, we're just gonna give it to you for the weekend." I'm like, what the fuck?
I hate that.
Yeah, me too. So that's what I've been doing today.
Cool.
And then what was the other question? Something about something?
Tim, yours looks good.
Yeah, it's good now, right?
Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
mess with it. Something that happened last time you played D&D, maybe something another player did or whatever.
Let's see. The last time I played D&D, that was David's campaign.
Chen?
Was that last week?
Chen may have been the last time you played.
Okay.
It's very possible.
Yeah, I mean that was fun and interesting. It was like it started off super chaotic. To the point where I was just like, what the? We're not gonna do anything. Nothing is gonna happen.
That wasn't David's fault, by the way.
Oh, that wasn't David's fault at all. That was your fault.
Oh!
There are other players who were being kind of crazy about it.
He's role playing a character with intelligence of 6. There's no reason he wouldn't walk into a party and shout out his desires.
Yeah, but you all wanted to also just talk to everybody. Like, there was like, who else can we talk to on the crew that's down here? And I was just like, no! Get me out of here! Get me out! And it was so hard to get out, but that was fun. It was fun that like half the session was you guys getting thrown in jail. And Jake walking around making the whole place smoked up. So you could...
Smoke bomb after smoke bomb.
Smoke bomb after smoke bomb.
You can't catch me, I'm the smoke bomb man.
Yeah. So yeah, I feel for David having to go through that. That was pretty funny.
Oh, it was no problem. It was fun. Oh, David Chen, yeah, sir.
Alright, Julie, what's something cool and interesting or crazy that happened to you this week, and something that happened last time you played the D&D?
I can't remember anything in my life. I trimmed some trees yesterday. That was super fun.
You've got a Bullock's Oriole on your hummingbird feeder.
Ah, a Bullock's Oriole on my hummingbird feeder, you say. What a wonderful benefit
That's
of
lovely.
being here.
They drink from hummingbird?
And look at that
Oh
bird.
yeah, they steal all of the
Yeah.
they steal all of the nectar, all the various birds.
Oh.
Oh.
Yes. They're also filming a short film next door. They're packing out.
Oh boy.
I told them to be very quiet because we're recording
Oh, hey,
important
there you
audio.
go. I'm like, well, I have a production as well.
That's right. So
Yes, I was enjoying the spring weather, and I cut back did a bunch of like yard work yesterday, which is super awesome. Like trimmed my crazy olive tree and my avocado tree and my peach tree and my lime tree and my plum tree.
That's a lot of trees.
A
Yeah.
lot of trees.
Man, you got a forest.
I do. It was wild, and I loved it. And then I got a migraine last night, and that sucked. But it makes me very grateful that I have a hot tub and an outdoor shower, because I was in the hot tub in the middle of the night,
Nice.
trying to not throw up.
whoa.
Oh.
She also stayed up late on Friday night making a character sheet.
I did. We had a late night character making Zoom.
For our
Oh.
Tuesday night game we're gonna play with
Oh,
some
dang.
guy.
Nice.
That's right.
Fun.
Yes.
Have a good time.
I am, or will. I'm venturing into the dark side.
What's something that happened to you last time you played D&D?
Oh, I don't know. I was touched by a fae and learned some clues about my origins. It was super exciting.
Yes, Gunilla.
Yes, I loved it. Very exciting, and we learned some. Yeah, I'm just stoked to be in a new location, and we're gonna have new adventures.
Yeah.
Woo woo!
Um,
And I got drunk with a crazy old lady at the tavern.
You did. You did.
That was a fun one too.
Love her. Yes.
All right, Timothy.
Hello. You know something
Hi.
cool? Hello. You know something cool that happened to me this week is I saw a Bullock's Oriole.
Wow.
A beautiful bird,
Oh.
golden orange back with black markings on the wings. A really incredible bird to see. I also got my Olympic rings installed at my house.
Ooh.
Did some pull-ups and dead hangs today. And
Amazing.
wow.
my shoulder problems immediately felt a lot better. I've been having a real
Wow.
shoulder issue,
Really?
and then as soon as I just dead hanged from the rafters, my joints were like they were brand new. So
Oh, wow.
that's
exciting.
better. I'm surprised at the enthusiasm that got.
Well,
and
I
but
got
I'll-
shoulder pain.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
Olympic rings.
Yeah, that's like
You throw it
crazy,
down.
man. Having those in your house, that's impressive.
Yeah. Well, you got the old man rotator cuff. You got to fucking get some shit in there. Got to get some equipment in there to deal with it. And then something cool that happened the last time we played D&D. You know, I played Chesley, my paladin, after seeing the D&D movie in which there's a very similar looking paladin, and got to role play, just basically like stealing that guy's entire character. And it was tremendous fun. And Sir Chesley, who's Lord Hans's bodyguard, whom you all got to meet, finally got to commit, an act of murder on an evildoer and cleave somebody in half. So it felt good. Felt good to commit some physical violence with a blade.
Yeah, you were yelling out that Blade's catchphrase every time you used it.
Oh,
That's
yes.
I got a magic
Which is
sword.
what?
Good. I'm glad you asked, Laura. Let's see. The user must say the activation phrase. Furbrand ignitus turbiorit infernus
Wow.
during the
That
action.
was gonna be my guess.
Yeah.
I thought it was the Annihilator,
Yeah.
or whatever that sort.
Yeah, and Tim said that pretty frequently.
Yeah,
That's
very
awesome.
frequently.
I like saying it, and
Constantly
I'm gonna.
activating.
And there's a great video of him cutting a wizard right down the middle. And,
Evil wizard. He was
Yeah,
putting people.
necromancer. Cutting a necromancer.
Very
in
evil.
half.
Wow.
Right. Wait, it was a half-elven wizard that was performing some blood rite ritual to purge its human blood.
And
Ooh.
he killed a child. He just killed a child.
Oh my
Yeah,
gracious.
that's off limits in all D&D games. So he has
Child
to
we had
die.
just saved.
So, speaking of which, let's pass it to Zaft. Zaft, what's something interesting or fun that happened to you this week, and something that maybe another player did in D&D, or something fun that happened last time you played D&D?
I finished Rings of Power, which I had all these conflicting feelings about, but it was interesting and fun.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna argue in court tomorrow in the Court of Appeal. I'm excited about that. So I'll talk about that next time.
Nice.
And I also want to, like, if we can incorporate a check-in every time now that we start, when we ask Tim if he used his Olympic rings, that would be great. Last time I got to introduce my new character in the East Side Heroes group, Baldric, the dwarf Tempest cleric, was a lot of fun. And I got to pal around with Lord Chesley, and even though Baldric got called out for being kind of a mischief maker, Lord Chesley and Baldric were spending a lot of the game just like kind of shaking their heads at the antics that Jake's gnome wizard and Michael's thief.
You never even saw me do anything.
The entire time. It was quite fun. So that was a great time.
I had a great time tossing my ever-smoking pipe into the middle of the room to fill the room with smoke, and then yanking it out of the room behind me on a string so that I don't lose it.
And each time he would yell, 420!
I yelled, smoke bomb! Smoke bomb! Laura, the turn is yours.
Okay. Well, one nice thing that happened this week was yesterday I got to do a Zoom with a bunch of friends who have all moved to different places in the pandemic. There's, like 6 of us, and we haven't caught up in a while. So
Aw.
did that, and that was very nice.
That's nice.
And I feel like that's short, so I'm going to throw in another one. I haven't been sleeping, so I watched all of Bad Sisters. I don't know if anyone's seen that on Apple TV, Apple Plus.
Is it good? What is it?
It rules. It's 5 sisters in Ireland, and one of them is in a very abusive marriage. But the pilot starts with he's dead. So each of the sisters has motive. So it's sort of like going along the journey of what happened, but it's a comedy. It's like very, very, very dark comedy. If anybody watched Casual, the woman from that, something Horgan.
Aoife.
Anyway, yes, but it's great, so I recommend it. And something fun, wasn't a specific moment, but I just tried They Came From Beyond the Grave. And if anybody likes Hammer horror movies, it's so fun. Like it's campy but interesting, and like it's meta in that like you're filming a movie but also the other story's still going on. So like, you know, I was able to do something, we were able to like rewrite a scene so that like, oh, actually there was a trap door that did whatever, and it was really cool. So I recommend it. Check it out.
Nice.
I'm triggered by the phrase hammer horror.
Why?
What does that mean?
Hammers.
Oh no! It was like it's a period of movies. I'm thinking like 60s. I want to say. There's a lot of debate as to the actual definition, but I can get you guys a good one.
Me smart, me know things, me swear.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And okay. I think you did both. Yeah.
Sorry, quick example. Any of the movies that had Christopher Lee and Peter Cushing together, you know, like when he was playing Dracula and whatever, it's that kind of vibe.
Cushing was Van Helsing and Christopher Lee was Dracula, and they did.
Yeah. So many.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyhow, sorry. Okay.
Right on. The coolest thing that I remember that happened was yesterday. Went to the beach with my baby, and it was my baby's first beach, and it was really nice. It's been really nice to have a couple scheduled family days and spend the weekend with my wife. Yeah, we went to El Matador and we had some fried fish and
It's my favorite beach.
Julie's Zoom is off now.
No, Tim's was. It's back.
Tim's
We're
back
good,
and
we're
it's
good.
sideways again. So
Mm.
we'll have to fix that. Let's see. Last time I played D&D, I was playing Pliny, the chaotic gnome that thinks that everything is a dream in the quantum leaping world that he's in. And so that was fun. And I was also just creating a ton of characters this past week. I had a bunch of initial sessions for my Instruction in Dragons game where I meet the kid and talk to them and make a character with them. So I was making wizards and monks. I haven't made a monk before. And there's a new female human who's joining the Eastside Heroes, and I helped her make a barbarian. So now she's got an Una, Una's sister or something.
There's only one Una.
Yeah, Una's cousin. And what was the other one? Oh, and I made I made a character for a Tuesday night game that's supposed to happen here in person in the backyard with a guy that I met on Reddit who's going to DM. And so far, his maps look cool, his lore looks cool, he's responded well to stuff I made up about my character. He like sent me a letter from the person that I wrote about in my backstory. So that made me feel all like my chest was full of fairies flitting around in the Feywild. So speaking of chests full of fairies, let's talk about what happened last time. All of your chests were filled with fairies. It was very painful. I didn't skip anybody, right? Okay. So, oh yeah, and tomorrow and Tuesday, I'm going to do another 2 days of recording of the Seinfeld podcast.
Okay.
And I got to interview Kevin Dunn to produce him to be on the show to get interviewed, the guy from Veep. And Mark Hirschfeld, who cast the entire Seinfeld from beginning to end, is going to be a guest. And I got to pick his brain a little bit and produce him. So among some of the other people that had guest stars and stuff. So I'm excited to do that tomorrow. So, last time we played, you all had appeared after a teleportation malfunction in Parvus. Your hair was a month longer than it had been, and you hung out with, you met some gnomes who were trying to pee, and you had a good evening with them, but they stole your stuff. Daphne tried to very politically get them to give the stuff back, but they didn't believe her, and before you know it, there was a big battle. A battle of epic proportions, but not really, because the really dangerous caster was just shut down by Tasha's hideous laughter, thanks to Jasper, and then all of her minions just beat on her until she was dead.
Well, the non-frozen minions could.
Yeah, they were frozen. It sucked for all of the bad guys. So the DM went through and raised everyone's wisdom saving throws for all the monsters. After that, Actually, the DM gave every single monster Tasha's hideous laughter to use on the party. So you guys are all going to be locked down with Tasha's for the foreseeable future. So you guys made short work of that encounter, and then you headed to Monkafa, which looks like this sacred city in Burkina Faso. It's all made out of clay and stuff, and it's sacred. It's where pilgrims go through to the Tower of Contemplation. You went shopping, and you went to like the Emporium, and then you went to the magic store, and someone got a scroll of mage armor off the woman, and then you also bought some pride silk, and
I bought it.
Thank you.
Yeah. Lord Hans didn't buy anything. He was given many things by everyone, and Una got drunk with this crotchety, fun old lady with a name like Melora or something, so we'll find out what her name is again later. But got drunk with her, found out some information. You heard that a dragon, supposedly it was a dragon, knocked over one of the magic boats and killed everybody except for one person who went back to the Tower of Contemplation. And everybody's really worried and concerned about this. It's something about the 100 holy ones getting killed, and the crotchety lady asked you to retrieve a brooch that she had lost as well. Eventually you went to Betty Bye, and you woke up and you said, let's go to the forest to find the lichen for Jasper's mama. And when you got there, the druid tried to locate plants and discovered that it was everywhere. The lichen is everywhere, but we need a lot. We need like a milk jug gallon full or so. And so you started trekking through the forest. You were in the southwestern corner of the forest, and you moved to the north, where you found a well. And there were some skeletons in front of the well, some ghosts popped out of them. They had an animated conversation about one person sold the well, the other person sold the water, etc. And Jasper made a really wonderful property law argument with them, and the situation was solved. You found 500 gold pieces in the well, and you also had
and Lord Hans paid me back.
I did.
Oh, using his share?
Yes,
Yes.
he did.
Oh, that's something I'll make sure to forget as soon as
Let the
possible.
record show.
Lord Hans paid you back. And also, as you entered the forest, some little fairies zipped by and stole the iron cup that Una had. And it seems like every once in a while they zip by and try to steal things from you. So you entered in the southwestern corner of the forest, you moved to the north, and You're standing there with the well. You could go to the north, northeast, east, southeast. South is where you came from. And then to the west, northwest, and southwest, you'd be leaving the forest and heading to the farms and such outside of Moncapa.
I vote north. The fairy told us to go north. Now, I don't know what she means by that. Maybe she means the elven lands.
Yeah, I think she means the actual elf.
She's not like in the north of the same
Elvendale.
forest.
Because the Elvendale Citadel thing or whatever it is, that's in the north of where we are.
Both of you can make, why don't you make an arcana and you make a history.
History and not nature?
No.
18. Wow, look at that.
14.
Well, the druid's history, based on your experience with stuff, you get the idea that she was talking in the larger sense.
So, yeah, she's...
I could like turn into a wolf and like try to smell out the stuff.
Smell out the stuff. Well, there's some there's a little bit of lichen in this area with you that has the well. It's right under one of the skeleton's butts.
All right, you want to get that?
Let's harvest it.
I'll get that.
You harvest some lichen, so now you have a little bit more of the lichen.
Didn't you cast your detect? I mean, I don't know where we are time-wise in that, but you had like done your thing to locate plants and stuff.
Yeah, they're everywhere basically.
Oh,
he's
okay,
saying.
so it
But
doesn't matter.
like maybe if I can smell it as a wolf, I can smell a bigger concentration or something.
So are you turning into a wolf?
I'm just talking out loud to the party
Okay.
and seeing what people say.
We could just explore some more. I
Alright.
feel like,
Looks like the city wants to join you. Do you care if he sits on you?
As long as it doesn't claw me.
No, I can't guarantee that.
I think it's much more likely that he will claw you.
grows on the southern.
But you are wearing jeans, very protective. So what are you guys up to?
Let's go north.
Why not?
Sure.
North.
Aaron?
I love heading north.
Huh.
There you are in the woods. As you recall, there are large tree trunks 4 to 6 feet apart, birch, white oak. It has a New England forest kind of vibe. Lots of greenery, sunlight shafting through the ceiling of the forest. Okay, you head to the north. You are now north of where you once were. And there you are.
Any lichen
We're
in this
always
area?
kind of keeping a lookout for more lichen.
Oh, there's a little lichen. Why not? As you're standing there looking, you see a little bit of lichen. You also feel and hear some little fairies buzzing by. Everybody roll a d20 and tell me what you get.
19.
20.
2.
7.
4.
Or,
Oh no.
Jasper said 4?
Jasper said.
yeah.
Okay, yeah, Jasper, I can't see you, so you're gonna have to tell
Oh,
me.
sorry.
So Michael, roll a d10.
7.
Okay, tell me some of the Hello, darling.
Hello, everyone.
Welcome home.
She just woke up. She likes to sleep in the strollers. Yeah, it's okay.
He's like, what's all these people doing in my
Yeah,
house?
wow.
I don't
So,
understand.
Michael, tell me some of your mundane items, like your backpack items.
Whatever's in Explore Pack?
Yeah. Tell me like 3 things.
I don't know, I have to look up what Explore Pack is.
Okay.
I got a
I'll do
backpack,
it.
bedroll, mess kit, tinderbox, 10 torches, 10 days of ration water.
Slow down.
Whoop.
Hold on. Okay, how many things are you looking at, Julie?
How many things?
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Okay, Michael, roll a d6.
5.
What's the 5th thing, Julie?
Rations, 10 days of rations.
10 days of rations disappear out of your pack, Michael TK.
Do I see them take it from me?
you see like little bumblebee-sized things flying through the air. You feel something touch your pack, and that's it. It's too fast for you to react to it.
Okay.
So now you guys had stolen an iron cup and 10 days of rations, and there you are in this beautiful forest, beautiful trees. You can name a bird species that would be in New England, and you see it.
Ah, yes, a black-capped chickadee.
Yes, a black-capped chickadee. We hear its well-known cry of da 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 da. Yep, and you're standing there in the woods, and there's a little bit of lichen nearby.
Let's get that lichen.
Yep.
Who's getting the lichen?
I will get lichen.
All right, you get more lichen. Your imaginary gallon jug of lichen is now like 1/10 full.
Oh, it's happening.
Lord Hans, do you have some way of duplicating any of this, or making it bigger or more bang for our buck?
No, unfortunately. If the lichen had a mind, I could mind control it somehow. But
is this the kind of thing you think somebody could your cousin, the dodo flightless bird?
oh yes,
Maybe they
entrance
do
of the motionless bird. I have no idea what's going through Entrance's mind right now. It's possible that he's, smoking opium in a corner for 5 years. So I wouldn't trust Entrance to duplicate our lichen for us. I think.
Alright.
Keep looking.
Yes. Have you guys noticed that your stuff is stolen?
Yes.
Well, we're seeing something hit us and then walk away.
I'm gonna vigilantly be waiting with my long guard out for things to come and sneak in my pack, keeping an eye on my pack.
Yeah, every once in a while, these little things that are like this, like 2.5 inches long and 1/2 inch wide, just zip through the clearing. The first time you entered the woods, I believe Hassan saw that they had some humanoid features to them as they zipped by. But every once in a while, one just zips by, and hopefully doesn't steal your stuff, But as you were told, there's some kind of connection with the Feywild here. So as you stand in this clearing, you know that to the north, northwest, and the west. To the north is like towards Lake Kaffa, and to the west is towards the farms where Monkafa is, and east, southeast, and south are deeper into the forest. You came from the south. And
back in the day, the lady said that it grew on the southern edge of Lake Kaffa, so maybe, that's obviously a big area, but north.
I think we're on the. Oh, you mean to go towards the lake? Yeah.
That makes sense.
Sure, why not?
This worst case, we just double back and we can knock out 2 birds with 1 stone. Which
you guys remember that it
goes
grows
up
in the woods. You guys remember that they told you it grows in the woods. When they said that about the southern edge of Lake Kaffa, they meant that this forest is on the southern edge of Lake Kaffa.
Okay. Just that we head to east, and we're going to 100% this forest. I think we just keep going.
Sure.
Alright.
So you could go to the east or the southeast to go to a new area that's in the forest.
Let's go to the east.
I'm gonna do a held action to thorn up any buzzing things.
Okay.
From now on.
What would that be, a ranged attack?
Yeah, it's a 30-foot range attack.
Okay.
Or so you could also just. Oh, but it's only an hour, right? You could change into an animal, then all your things would be protected for that time.
Yeah, but Thornwood grabs them and pulls them towards me.
So you guys are going east?
Yes.
Okay. You go east, and this area looks similar, tree-wise, dappled sunlight-wise, god fingers of light coming down-wise. You see some squirrels running up and down a tree here. You see a couple squirrels chasing each other up and down a tree, and one of them's got a nut, and otherwise, this looks like the rest of the forest.
Any
Lichen
lichen?
around?
There is some lichen.
Let's harvest it. I
Is
propose.
there
that we-
anything unusual about those squirrels? I mean, that sounds just like a natural kind of setting. Or there?
Suspicious of these squirrels.
You see squirrels running up and down a tree. One of them's got a nut. One of them's sort of looking at you.
Hello, squirrel.
Good day.
The squirrel like looks at you, cocks its head.
It's nice to see you today.
The
That-
squirrel
that's a
sort of
nice looking-
shakes its tail.
Can we see like where their hutch is, like where they're going? Or are they going into like
Roll
a
perception.
tree hole? Are they going in a tree hole?
I'm gonna guide you. They
Oh.
usually like to nest, there.
What do I get to add to that then? Well,
D4.
A D4.
alright. Well, I rolled a 19, so it's gonna be pretty good.
Oh yeah.
I
you-
got, and then a 3.
Can't you
and then
see
I
that
got
tree hole?
perception. Oh, and then I even got a +3, so that's a fuck ton.
24.
You can
plus
make
3.
out you can make out that there's a hole like about this big near the top of the tree, and there's a general feeling of like bringing nuts to that hole. There's a few squirrels running back and forth.
Oh, they're working together. That's unusual.
Hey, my friend Hassan. I know sometimes you can speak to these animals. I wonder if they may have information about them, where we could find a larger quantity of this lichen.
It's everywhere. It's everywhere. There's
I mean-
something right there.
Thank you. Okay. I was wondering though, maybe there's an extraordinary quantity of lichen around that the squirrels might know about.
This is a good point. But also, this is very curious. I think most of the time, birds and squirrels are mortal enemies. They're competing over the same seeds and things. So I don't know, would this be a powerful druid, or maybe they are just like magic little fairy squirrels? I don't know. But
Yeah.
maybe we want to, yeah.
I don't have that prepared today, so cannot do it.
Maybe I'll go look in their squirrel hole.
Does anybody have the ability to talk to animals sort of naturally?
Not usually.
You can't do it unless you have the spell prepared.
Yeah, it's the speak with animals spell. And for
I could-
druids, you have to
I can try to persuade them.
to do ritual cast.
You can ritual what?
You can't ritual cast it unless you have it memorized, because druids are stupid like that.
Okay. Does anybody else have a way of talking to them?
Comprehend languages.
Well, they're not necessarily talking words.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what. I'll say that if you ritual cast it for half an hour, you can do it.
Alright. You guys gonna protect me from these stupid gnat things for half an hour?
I have my musket out and I'm just looking around.
Yeah.
So you guys are. So I know he has a ready to action for Thorn Whip. Are you? Do you have a ready to action for shooting it with a musket too?
Well, no, I don't want to shoot these guys.
I'm
feel
gonna
like
have
that might lead to worse outcomes. I don't know.
I'm
This
gonna have
is Jasper mean mugging.
Yeah, I'm gonna have a ready to action to hypnotic gaze them.
We don't want to make enemies of the fairies in this bay forest, do we? I think
No.
that might be. So we lose a cup. I don't know.
Alright. Okay, they fucking come buzzing through. So you rolled a hit.
No, I'm doing ritual. I can't.
Just do it. Just do it.
Alright. That's a 20. Not natural.
You hit a fairy and it like bursts like a sack of blood in the air, just
Oh wow. They have no hit
That's
points.
even
Okay.
creepy.
and
No.
everybody else roll a d20.
Oh, God.
16.
Ah! 18.
8.
13.
Okay, so the one remaining of the two buzzing fairies goes Priscilla and like zips away.
No.
Wait, what does it say?
Priscilla!
So, so you guys are you're sitting around this tree. There's squirrels going up and down the tree, and he's cross-legged on the ground, going humana, humana, humana.
Pretty much.
And the sun is dappling the ground. A leaf falls gently through the air. You smell the smell of leaves. Delicious. You smell bark. The musty smell of bark. You see a worm peeking its head out from behind a piece of bark on a tree. You can feel the sunlight on your face and the wet soil under your feet as you stand there with some lichen near you.
Yeah. I will pick up the container and collect the lichen.
You take the lichen and the imaginary lichen meter goes up to 15%. Is anybody doing anything while he's chanting?
I'm vigilantly watching for these fairies to steal my shit.
And I'm watching the squirrels to see if they take anything other than nuts, like if there's anything unusual that looks like that they're carrying, but just watching them go.
I'm meditating and organizing my goods.
I'm waiting to see if the fairies steal Lord Hans's spellbook.
Well, that would suck. Let's say another 20 minutes passes and he finishes casting it. And, I love those pajamas.
There you go. I wish I still had an outfit like that. That'd be amazing.
He finishes casting it and and now you can speak with animals.
Hello, little squirrel friends.
One of the squirrels is like, hello. It's very energetic, this squirrel.
What am I asking
That
about?
they know where there's any greater concentrations of this lichen.
You see this stuff in this jar? Is there a place that has a lot of stuff like this in this forest?
The squirrel says, yeah, to the east. There's a whole bunch of it.
Oh, that's awesome.
And then it runs up the tree, runs back down, runs up the tree, runs back down. And it says, I like your tiara.
Yeah?
You gotta.
You know what a tiara is? That's pretty cool.
There gotta be good stuff in there.
Do you like shiny stuff?
I do. Can I have your tiara?
Sorry. This was a gift. I can give you a silver piece.
Ooh! Please, 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 please. Boop. Ah! He just grabs the silver piece and he runs up the tree and puts it in the hole. And then he sticks his head out the hole and says, thank you, thank you.
How come when you ask it about the birds?
What?
The birds, like the working together thing. And you're saying, maybe I misheard. Never mind.
Who was working together?
I thought there were birds and squirrels working
I
together.
think it was 2 squirrels.
Oh yeah, wasn't it?
Okay, then yeah, leave me alone. Okay, yep. Then never
Come on,
mind.
the feeling we're playing Everdell now.
We want to ask him if there's anything dangerous in this forest that we should watch out for.
Are you scared of anything in this forest?
Oh yes, there are a lot of scary things in this forest, says another squirrel.
Like what?
Oh, there's all sorts of monsters and stuff.
Oh, that's not good. Is that why you guys hide your nuts over there?
We decided to all work together to save our food and protect ourselves because there's so many dangerous things in this forest.
That's great.
Yep.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
This forest is full of scary things. Be careful.
Is there anything scary to the east where the lichen is that he told us about?
Yeah.
What?
What is it?
Oh well, there's these shadowy things. There's like little people that are shadowy. Not like you. You're big people. Well, you're not big and you're shadowy. You're not shadowy. There's little people that are shadowy. Yeah.
Can I, do I know what little shadowy people might be?
You can roll Arcana.
11.
You don't.
Ah.
They're halfling ring rates.
Yeah. There's nothing that could possibly be. These squirrels are just speaking gibberish. We're totally
No
fine.
such thing.
Is this the safest spot in the forest?
The squirrels are like, "Well, we really like it in the northwestern corner of the forest, yeah."
Oh, that's great. What's up with these like weird buzzing fairy things?
Oh yeah, those are fairies. I saw you kill one. That's terrible.
Oh, is it terrible?
Where do they take the stolen goods that they take?
I don't know. Hey, Steve, did you see one? Did you see where they take the stolen stuff? Steve's like, no. They're like, hey, Melissa, did you see where they take the stolen stuff? Melissa's like, no. And then that one's like, hey, Arnold, did you see where they took the stuff, the stolen stuff?
A lot of them.
And Arnold says, no.
I like that. Lord
One of the
Hans,
squirrels calls out to a chickadee that's flying by. Hey, chickadee, did you see where they took the stuff? The chickadee says, oh yes. Those fairies, they take the things to the east of here.
Oh,
Yeah.
East, alright.
Yeah.
Alright, well.
Do they steal your guys' stuff too?
Oh, sometimes they steal a nut, but you know, they just steal just for fun. It's just a game, you know, with the fairies. You know how fairies are. Ha ha ha.
Well, I think our work
we
is cut
will
out for
get
us.
back our tin cup and our 10 days of rations.
And I'll help get back your nut from them.
Mark
Tim,
my
your phone's out again. We should try. Okay, great. Do you guys have anything else you want to say to the squirrels?
I propose that we go east.
That sounds great. We will avenge you squirrels.
Your phone is not working.
You wanna
You
try another
will
phone?
be avenged.
Yeah.
I
It
mean,
just says waiting.
this works for me. I don't, you know, I can
Yeah.
still see the map and I can see all of you. So
Oh,
we're good.
Yeah, I can move mine around.
It's not in surround vision though.
Yeah, we need surround vision. So, you guys talking to the squirrels anymore?
I propose that we go east.
One of you proposed to go east. What are the rest of you thinking?
East,
Sure.
east it is.
And you've been translating, right?
I still want to
Good,
know.
good. Thank you.
What's up?
Oh, just that he's been translating, so we know what.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Okay. Yes. Yes.
Nobody's climbing the tree to look in the
I want to
nut hole?
look in the hole.
I mean, I gave it stuff, so I'm not gonna be the one
to
giving.
take things away
Yeah.
from it. I know
That wouldn't be my nature.
it might cause problems, but I'm interested in.
Well, how interested are you?
Pretty interested.
Tim, would you mind grabbing Minx there that's in front of you?
Yeah, what's up, buddy?
DT!
Maybe you could ask them if they mind if I take a look in their hole.
Oh, I think they'll mind. It's probably better I don't ask.
Oh yeah, there it is.
So,
I'll leave it alone.
are you okay? You're leaving it alone?
I'll leave it alone.
Does anyone else want to do anything in this clearing?
You want me to ask if they found anything cool?
Yeah, ask if they found anything interesting.
Hey.
It might interest us.
Have you found anything like cool that
Alright, I
might
can do
interest
this.
humans?
The
Cool
squirrels.
ones?
The squirrels say, "Oh, we found all sorts of bits of shiny metal. We love shiny metal. Ooh, and nuts. You like nuts? We got nuts for days, man."
They found shiny metal and nuts for days, which is great for the winter.
Where did they, well, could you ask them where they found this shiny treasure, shiny metal?
Oh, around on the ground and stuff.
Is there anything you can tell us about these little
Be
shadowy
careful of the
people?
buttons. Here, let me do it.
Anything we can tell you about what now?
Those little shadowy people you mentioned, like, are they,
There we go.
like, what are they like? What do they do?
It's hard to see them because they have shadows around them all the time.
It's like they're shadowy.
Do they threaten you?
I don't know. We don't go near them.
It's probably a good idea. Stay away from them.
Alright.
You like
Should
berries?
we try to proceed east with an army of squirrels in tow?
I don't see how we're gonna have an army.
Squirrels have no master. They are their own, you know, they have autonomy.
They bow down before the tufted chipmunks.
Oh, right, I forgot.
I can't think of anything. Shall we express our gratitude and proceed east?
Yes, I'm curious about these
Yes.
shadows.
Yes, I think so.
Sounds like you guys are heading east, eh?
Sounds like we're heading
You
east.
guys are mother effing heading east to the east.
Yeah.
We're doing it. Finally. Let's roll some initiative.
Why don't you guys put yourself over here on the western part where you would be as you enter this area?
You can put me anywhere. I'm, you know.
In here.
We're facing this direction.
Yeah, I'm gonna be towards the back.
Put Jasper right behind Daphne.
Yep.
Where's you? There's you, right?
Yeah, I'll stand behind you, Una.
I'm kidding.
Yeah, right, going to pick my pocket.
I think we're facing this
Oh, we're
direction.
turning around this way. Oh.
I'm behind you, for sure.
Where are you?
I'll probably be next to you.
Alright, something for Jasper to
I
climb.
like that.
Ready?
Good thing there's these wooden blocks here. Do the colors denote it's a tree?
Are you heckling me?
No, we're
I'm
asking.
asking.
Is these trees and those
is that
are
a tree?
rocks?
It's just wooden blocks. They could be anything.
Oh.
Until I tell you what they are.
Oh, I thought they were like color coordinated.
So you walk into this clearing, and well, I mean, if they were color coordinated, it'd be brown for the stumps of the trees, I think. But you walk into this clearing, and there is a couple pieces of broken down old wall, like there used to be a cottage here a couple hundred years ago or something like that, and then there are two pillars that stick out of the ground 20 feet that are also, they look incredibly old, and here you are in an area of forest. Oh, and you get the feeling that there's a lot of lichen behind that wall where you can't see.
There we go.
Yeah.
Hey, there must be a lot of lichen behind that wall where we can't see.
Oh no.
I'm liking our chances that there's lichen.
Yep.
Lord Hans, do you have children? Sure.
So
Wait, did somebody hear battle music for a second?
I had this strange feeling.
Yeah, I
that-
almost felt like something was happening.
Oh, it's nothing.
Everybody roll initiative
There it is.
and tell me what you get.
10.
9.
Hold on.
8,
Lord
7.
Hans.
Yeah.
10. You get a 9 total, Hassan?
Yeah.
Okay. Next.
14.
14 on Una. Next.
15.
15 on the Daff. Next.
12 on Jasper.
12 on Jasper. The very dexterous Jasper.
He's distracted by a sense of liking.
Someone is calling you.
God
I
damn it.
knew that was gonna happen.
All right, I'm gonna rebalance my phone here.
Yes. Now is a wonderful time for said activities. I am pulling a couple things up here.
While you're doing that, and while we have a break in the action, Tim,
Yeah.
if you're a bird person, have you heard of Bird Buddy?
I've not heard of Bird Buddy.
I got one for my mom for Christmas, but it's a bird feeder, and you can get like a suet in it, but it's got a camera in it, so it like captures all the birds, and it will identify them for you and like what you saw that day, and
Holy shit!
That's
Wow,
fancy.
that's awesome.
yeah. I'll send you a link.
Thank you.
Mhm.
You know, I've had to be my own bird buddy.
Okay, so you guys are in initiative order, and you're in this area, and Daphne's got the first turn.
Mhm. Well, I do not yet know what is happening, so I'm just going to take out my surgical hammer and I will hold an action that if something bad comes towards me, I will swing at it.
Seems like a smart idea. All right, Una, you're next.
Huh?
So there's lichen on the other side of the
Yeah, Una's gonna be
wall,
like, I think there's lichen over there. You say I should go get it. Let's go. Well, Una is going to move over here to check out this take a closer look at these this structure in the wall. And I guess maybe I'll hold an action too, because that sounds like a good idea. I don't know. I don't even know what it means necessarily.
It's something that you would do if you were fighting. It's like, if I see a creature, I'm gonna XYZ.
Slash it with a scimitar.
Okay, so you're holding the attack action. Jasper, it's your turn.
Okay, forgive my naivete. Do we have like a sense that there's danger here, Jake? Or are we, I mean, I know I do, but do the characters?
Your character does not.
Okay.
Maybe someone else would.
Yeah, I have,
Like someone
I have
with
danger
sense, for
sense,
example.
I can tell you.
But the only thing your character knows...
But I can't see anything.
The only thing your
Yeah.
character knows is that the squirrels told you that there were scary little shadowy people over here.
That's right.
So you could be creeping carefully into this area.
Well, yes, I will kind of, and sorry, one more question. What does it mean to hold an action? Does that mean that I'll have a chance to do it then?
It means that an example of holding an action is like you would hold your musket ready for if you see a creature, then you will shoot it. So you can ready your action to do that.
But it has like a trigger, so you have to say like what needs to happen for you to do it. Also know that you don't get a bonus action when you hold it.
Right.
And it uses your reaction to do it.
Yeah.
And that doesn't include movement. That would include movement, right?
No, you just you gotta move and then ready an action, for example.
Well, you can do you can ready the action to dash if you do X, but
Yeah. Okay.
So you're creeping into these woods, you have no idea that anything's going on, you're just scared that something might be here since they told you shadowy people were around.
Okay.
What are you up to?
I'm just gonna hang back and have my musket ready. Yeah. I'm feeling cautious, so I'm going to give an inspiration. I'm going to speak some inspiring words to Una. Be careful, but I don't know. Somehow make careful sound inspiring.
He's going to use his bonus action to give you a bardic inspiration die. So you have a d6 you can add to an attack roll or a saving throw, and he's going to use it. He's going to ready his action for if he sees an enemy to shoot it. Okay. Darius. It's Darius's turn.
Where's Darius?
I've been forgetting that 150-year-old Darius
We got a Darius
is
with us.
hanging out with you guys.
oh yeah, there's that guy.
That guy.
He's been so helpful in battle.
Darius has just been silently walking around, listening to you guys talk about things, watching you talk to squirrels. So, Darius is like, oh, you say there's some lichen over there on the other side of the wall, eh? I'm gonna go look.
Good, yes, do that.
And he goes over there, and he doesn't see anything good. So he doesn't see anything. So he readies an action to attack something if it shows up. Lord Hans, your turn.
Can I ready a spell as an action?
Yeah.
It uses up that spell
Yeah.
if it goes.
The slot it uses.
Yeah, but only
Regardless.
when I fire it off, right?
It just
But if you don't use it before your next turn, you lose it.
All right, then I'm not going to do anything. I'm going to walk up
you can
to.
do cantrips though.
Yeah, I'm going to Sure, I'll ready a chill touch. And I'll walk up a little closer to my bro Una to be ready to support her with spellcasting if she is attacked.
Okay. Hassan, it's your turn.
Alright, well, I think there's lichens over there, y'all. Do I see any lichens?
You don't see anything interesting over there.
Damn, I can't see anything. I guess I'll just take the dodge action for right now.
Beautiful action. All right, Daphne, it's your turn again.
I guess I will start making my way slowly over to Darius, and just try to. I will again hold an action to swing if there's something hostile.
Over here.
But yeah, sure. But just he should not be going. We should be sticking together as much as we can.
Okay, there's definitely a feeling of, okay, is that your turn?
Yeah.
Okay, so Una, your danger sense starts going off, and you start feeling danger, in this clearing.
I feel danger!
You can tell that something dangerous is going on, and that you guys are in danger. Grave danger.
You guys!
Grave danger!
We are in grave danger!
Unacceptable!
How high are these walls?
They are exactly 10 feet tall.
Alright. Something is very, very wrong here.
You feel like there's something dangerous on the other side of that wall.
There's something dangerous on the other side of that wall, you guys. But there's also lichen. So
Is lichen dangerous?
fuck everybody.
So fuck everybody? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
So fuck everybody.
So what are you up to?
She's, I think she's gonna just preemptively, go into a rage and then walk.
If you don't attack after your rage, it'll go away.
Okay, then never mind. Then I don't want to do it. But she's about to come. She's like, I'm gonna go see what's behind this wall.
So how many steps was that?
That was, what?
4?
Yeah, 4.
Okay, you see some shit when you go around that corner.
Yeah.
Describe said shit.
Is it a pile of shit that the lichen's on?
Guys, gonna look behind this wall. Guys, there's some shit back here.
Finally. All the fertilizer we need.
Oh God.
So you go behind that wall, and you see some little dudes and a big dude. I'll let you guys pass this around. Don't look at the name on the bottom, just to maintain something.
Looks like a little dude.
And here is what one of the big ones looks like.
Oh,
Well, that's the big one. And here's
It's pretty big.
one of the little ones.
Ooh.
Oh.
Yeah.
Your Raven is with us, right, Daphne?
Nope.
No. We have. I expect he will show up when he needs to be there.
The Raven is in Elenia Toth. You guys teleported away from your Raven.
Right, but I thought it was like okay. If it was just not just, but I thought it was like a, something.
You thought
Anyway,
it was
it doesn't-
imaginary or a familiar?
Not a familiar because it wouldn't be with like a deity, but like connected.
Well, next time you see the Raven, you should have a deep chat with that Raven.
Mm-hmm.
See what's going on.
Yep.
So
Taking the long way.
you
There's a band on the other side, guys.
There's
They're playing. Oh, you can't see. You can't hear the music. They're playing epic music.
Awesome.
I feel like you're making fun of me every 60 seconds.
No.
So maybe I'm just crazy, but if you could be aware of that feeling I have, I would
Okay.
love that. You guys are, you come around the corner, Una, and you see a bunch of little dudes standing there. And what do you do?
I'm gonna be like, there's a bunch of little dudes back here, guys.
They look extremely dangerous and threatening, and as they see you come around the corner, they like snarl at you. There's little like almost like a fairy, like little things in a black cape with a little dagger, and then there's a really big one of the same thing standing next to them. And as you come around the corner, they all look at you and snarl and like raise their little daggers and look like they're ready to fuck with you.
All right. Well, then I'm gonna fuck with them right back.
Yeah.
All right, what are you gonna do now?
Well, I'm going to rage, and then I have this.
Roll a d10.
Thank you. It's a 7.
Oh shit! That means whenever you hit another creature, you're gonna get gold in your pocket, 10
Woohoo!
gold.
Yeah, boy.
And, or whenever a creature hits you, you
Right.
get 10 gold, and they take 1d6 force damage.
Oh, only when they hit her?
That's right, when they hit her.
Oh.
So you rage, and now what will you do?
And now I'm gonna move a step, and I'm gonna try to hit the closest one to me, this little guy right here.
Okay.
And try to swat them with my scimitar.
It seems like a good choice. So you're hitting this dude with your scimitar. Roll to hit.
That is a natural 20.
Nice.
That's a crit.
Yeah.
Roll your damage twice.
Okay.
As a half orc, you can roll your crit 3 damage die for your crit.
Alright,
So
yeah.
roll 3d6 and
Yeah,
add
'cause I can
5.
do Alright. 3 is gonna be 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 16.
Nice.
Describe this little thing's death.
I just like turn her around the corner and I'm like, "Ah!" and then just slice it in half with my scimitar right down the middle.
Yeah, so this little like gray skinned thing that's wearing a black cloak and staring at you holding a dagger gets split right down the middle and falls to the ground as its little friends that are around it are like, "Arr!" And you killed that motherfucker.
That's right.
Nice.
Yeah.
Jasper, it's your turn.
So all I know is I hear I'm gonna say things are dangerous, and I can hear some attack sounds, right?
You hear swords slashing, and you hear Una yell, "Guys, there's a fucking thing!"
There's little guys back here.
And how far am I away from Castle?
She's-
Like,
Oh, from me?
yeah,
You're 30 feet.
30 feet. Okay, I'm gonna run towards Assam. When I get close, I'm gonna get right adjacent to Assam and cast Heroism on him.
Oh.
So you get every start of every turn, Michael, you get 5 temporary hit points.
Dang.
Oh shit.
Oh, snapsies.
What else will you do?
And then you know what? I'm gonna turn invisible.
Oh.
Ooh.
How are you gonna do that?
Oh no, I did an action. Sorry, I'm so used to bonus actions. No, I'm not gonna turn invisible. Oh, sure was a concentration spell. Sorry. I'm gonna go after I touch. Well, no, I use my movement. I'm kind of done. I don't think I'm gonna use. I'm not gonna use a bardic inspiration yet.
Okay, so you're not doing any like burst of whatever, or
Yeah. No.
all right. So you pass your turn.
Yeah.
Okay, it is Darius's turn, and he hears what's going on around that corner, and he's like, "Oh shit, my friends, the people that I am trying to protect." And
And
let's
he runs.
see. He's gonna use what?
He runs.
He's gonna use a bonus action to start the Blade song. So you guys hear him for the first time start singing sort of a creepy low song to himself, and he's like, and he starts he gets like more graceful as he does it, and he pulls out these swords, and he runs over here, and now he can see these things that are over here. And he's gonna land right there, and he's going after that big dude. He casts a spell that sheathes his sword in green, and he hits, and fire arcs out from his sword as it does so. And he does 12 damage to the big guy.
Good job.
And then where did it go? Does 12 damage with his flaming sword, and from that hit, 4 more fire damage worth of green damage shoots over to the little guy that's standing next to the big guy, and that guy takes a hit, and he looks pained. And now Darius goes after the big guy with his offhand attack, and misses completely. And that is his turn. Now it's Lord Hans's turn.
All right, Lord Hans is dealing with a lap-crushing cat, magical cat. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is this guy in my line of sight? Yeah. I'm going to chromatic orb.
The big guy?
Yeah.
All right, roll
That's
roll
gonna
to
be
hit.
Lightning.
Ooh, lightning! Lightning!
Lightning
For
bolt.
the
Got it.
26.
Oh.
you definitely hit.
That missed.
Roll your damage.
And my damage is going to be
3d8.
yeah. Is it that much?
Yes.
All right. 3 plus the 9. 13. Do I add any modifiers to that?
Nope.
Yeah. 9 lightning damage to.
Describe it. What it looks like as it hits this larger figure wearing this leather cape.
Hans spindles his fingers, and between the cathedral-like roof shape formed by his fingers, a glowing blue orb of ball lightning begins to crackle and hum, and it flies out, dancing from his hands. Is the creature holding any steel?
Yes.
The ball lightning hovers through the air, and then it's as if the large shadow creature was holding up a golf club during a lightning storm, and the lightning just through his weapon and crackles all over his body, infuriating him and causing him great pain.
That really hurts this creature here, and he looks pretty upset about it. Let's see here. Okay. I need something to. I just put this under everything, but I don't want to. So there'll be a circle that is about here.
Okay.
And let's see, what will be the center in case we need to remeasure it? We'll put that middle guy's square as the center of that circle.
You could probably just leave it on top of this thing. These two things might be able to hold it up.
Try it.
If we just maybe weight this up.
We can do that.
Yeah.
Alright, so
Hans is pretty stoked right now.
He's like, I'm not in that circle.
the it is the turn of the first of those little guys that is living, and he cackles like a bitch and pulls a pebble out of his pocket. And as he does, everything goes dark.
Oh boy. Yep.
And there's a 15-foot radius of total magical darkness emanating out from a pebble, which none of you can see anymore. And he throws it on the ground somewhere.
Never saw in the first place.
And yeah, all you do is you saw his hand come out, and he opened his hand. Maybe there's a pebble, and then darkness. Nothing but darkness. So all of you guys are now standing in magical darkness, and this fellow here, this little fellow. I'm gonna just clear out this guy. Sorry about that. This fellow is going to step over the corpse of his friend and go after Una. And he'll hit, and he'll do some damage.
That's the other little guy or the same one?
The second little guy pulled a pebble out of his pocket as a bonus action, and now he is attacking Una with his dagger in the darkness. Nobody can see this. And he hits, and he does some damage. Oh boy. Uh-oh. Good thing you're raging, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, look at all that money you're gonna get.
Hit me! Hit me some more.
You take 8 piercing damage divided by 2, so you take 4 damage, going to 46 hit points. And you gain 10 gold.
Hell
Yeah, bring it on. Here we again.
The other little one goes after you as well, Una.
Ooh, more money.
And
Do they take damage when they hit her?
that's right. That guy that stabbed her takes 5 force damage.
Woohoo!
And he says ow.
Yeah.
Took more damage than Una.
That's right.
It's a real pain. It's a real pain for our little friend. So the other one goes after her and tries to hit her as well, and also hits, and that one does 9 damage divided by 2 is 4 to her, and he takes 1 damage. And
20 go. Keep it coming.
That's a pretty hilarious power.
so you're at 42 hit points, and you got gold up the wazoo as the remaining
See, last time I only got hit once, so now I'm figuring out what it does.
Yeah.
The larger figure turns to Darius
Uh-oh.
and goes after him and hits, even though Darius has an incredibly high armor class from his blade song. And that larger figure, let's see here. Oh god, yeah, this is pretty strong. That guy does 18 damage to Darius. Operative word die.
Jeez.
And Darius cries out, "Ugh!" as this figure's short sword pierces him.
No.
And then this thing tries to attack again and hits again with its offhand short sword and does 12 damage, knocking Darius out cold.
Damn.
And now it is Hassan's turn.
Doof.
Is it my turn? I thought somebody was before me. Wasn't somebody
You weren't
else
at the top of the. Are
Nope.
we back to the top? Because
Nope. There's Lord Hans, and then these guys, and then
Okay.
Hassan is at the bottom.
All right. Then
Okay, gotcha.
I turn to a giant spider.
Giant spider.
Yeah.
Crawl over wall.
He turns into a giant spider and stands at the top of the wall.
Let's see. Those guys are that far away. It has 10 feet of blind sight. FYI.
Aha!
Oh.
Sure, I'm gonna web that guy, the big guy, or try to web him at least.
Okay.
I'm gonna use the inspiration.
Okay.
Oh, crit! Nice.
Okay.
So he is super webbed, which is he's basically restrained.
He's very restrained, and so he's just going to stand there in the dark with your blind sight. I mean, yeah, all right. So he's very restrained, and is that the end of your turn?
Yep. That's all I can do.
Okay. Daphne, we're back to you.
Right. So I could hear where Darius was getting attacked, right? And presumably you heard him crumple.
Yeah, you did. If
Yeah,
you're trying to attack where he was, it'll definitely be with disadvantage.
No, I'm gonna try to get over there and see if I can, find him with my foot or whatever, and do spare the dying.
Okay. Well, you're pretty far away.
Okay. Well, that's my eventual goal. So
So you could get as close as about here.
Okay.
Do you want to do anything from there?
I'm going to summon my spiritual weapon.
Yeah.
So yep, big old gross bird.
Is it gross?
Big bird.
What?
Where is this bird going?
It's going in between where I am and where I think Darius is.
Okay, so it's appearing in the darkness?
Yes.
Okay, it's in the darkness. There is a bird.
And then, okay, so then I'm going to, if it's, I guess she can't see if it's not next to anybody, but, so she'd, I guess, try to make an attack, but there's nothing there. So, that's that.
You don't want to attack the darkness?
You can attack
Yeah,
the space
I
in
think-
front of it and with disadvantage and see if you hit anything.
Okay, yeah, let's do that. And I'm sorry, am I doing this with the spiritual weapon? It's like close enough to do that, or am I swinging?
Make an attack
Okay,
with a
so
spiritual
just-
weapon.
Right, okay, mine, okay. Okay. Warhammer, go! Okay. Nope. With the disadvantage, that's a 7. Plus 1, 8.
Alright, Una, it's your turn.
Okay, yep.
Alright.
You're,
Una's
you're
gonna
in
just.
total darkness, you can't see.
She's just gonna go for it in front of her, then swing at what she thinks is the last thing that hit her.
Okay, roll with disadvantage to attack.
Let's see.
Don't forget your inspiration.
I got, let's see, with disadvantage, that would be an 11, and then 12, 13. Do I get an attack bonus?
You always can.
Oh, then it's a 20.
Okay, you hit, roll damage.
Oh,
Get him!
Get him! 6 plus 3 is 9.
Okay, he's dead.
Nice.
And
Yeah.
the guy in front of you is dead, so describe your strike in the darkness.
Yeah, she just did the big sideways and just felt like connection and then just slide of body off the top. And it was like, halved him!
So, as you kill the guy that's in front of you, the darkness disappears,
Hey!
and you
Yeah.
can see everything again.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And Lord Hans, make an Arcana check.
12.
You think you might remember reading about these things that you're seeing, that they're called darklings.
Darklings. Do I know anything else about them?
They like dark.
Dark things
They don't like
dark.
light, they do like dark.
Any
So,
vulnerabilities they may have?
you don't know, you only rolled a 12.
No.
So, where were we? Una
Can I do
killed,
my
so
off-
now it's Jasper's. What?
Did I get an offhand?
Yeah.
To do that? Yes. No, she's gonna try to do that.
On the other guy
Yeah.
that she sees there?
Yep.
You want to try to get money off of them? They'll lay on her too.
Be like, good! Punch me in the face! Punch
I
me!
don't want to kill you, just keep hurting me.
Come on.
Offhand, I don't get any kind of bonus, right?
Nope.
You get the attack, but you don't get the damage.
Yeah, what'd you roll?
Oh, 12. So that would be 19.
Okay, you hit, roll damage.
Just the d6 plus your rage.
Roll your d6.
That would just be 4. Or it's a 2. I rolled a 2.
Okay, so 4 damage, and that little creature in front of you goes, ah! And it looks kind of scared, like it wants to run away.
But hit me.
And I'm like, but hit me first. Hit me.
Jasper, it's your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna, now that I can see, I will round, I guess, let me just see where I'm at.
You're right here.
Okay. So I can't, oh, I see,
You know,
They're over here.
I'm behind. So I will, I'll go to my right around the wall. The other right, the other, I mean.
You know,
yes.
before you move Jasper, let's move Jasper back, because I forgot
Yeah.
to do something to Una. So as you you kill that darkling, its body starts to glisten and shine and like burst with light,
oh.
and this like blinding light bursts out of its body. And everyone within 10 feet of where it was standing needs to make a con save.
Including these two other guys.
Not its friends.
Okay.
Oh, God.
I got a crit, so.
Okay, so you passed.
Yeah, I did not. Guaranteed. I rolled a 3. That's a 6.
Okay, so you're blinded.
Ah!
For,
got you
like-
one way or another.
You're blinded for a minute, but you can repeat your saving throw at the end of each of your turns.
Okay.
Okay, so now Jasper, go on in there.
You're going this direction, or you want to go this direction?
And Michael, you're passing a spider, right?
He's a spider up here, yeah.
So I'm gonna go to Jasper's right around the wall.
This side?
Yeah, get away from the spider. Don't take any offense. And then
That's fine.
yeah, and then I can see
That was
that
a bad memories of good spider bites.
he still loves Haslam, just a little trauma. And then I can see that there's that darkling that's like restrained in web. Is that right?
Yeah, there's one right here that should be restrained.
Okay, so I'm gonna use my musket. Do I get advantage from restrained?
Yes.
I
Attacks.
don't think so.
Attacks against this creature have advantage, yes.
Okay.
And he has disadvantage.
Okay. 16.
Roll your damage.
All right. Eight.
What's that?
8.
8 damage to the Darkling Elder.
Ooh, it's
Yeah.
old.
It is looking, well, they're actually, they're all very young, but it's the eldest of them. So it takes 8 damage, and it is looking fucked up. There's a big rip in its cape from your musket.
And are there any other darklings? I've lost track.
There's a
There's
little
one.
one right here by me.
Okay.
These are the two right here.
Okay.
And you shot the elder.
There's one little one that's standing just next to Una there.
Okay. And what's going on with Diet though?
Dias is laying on the ground.
He doesn't look so good.
Dayun.
He's dying.
Yeah.
Hurting.
Okay.
You-
I'm gonna throw some healing word at him.
Well, unfortunately, he's an NPC, so he's permanently dead. Just kidding. Alright, so you healing word him. What does he get?
He gets 10 hit points.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Nice.
Woo!
Dias is like, thank you.
That's impressive.
Gracias!
Merci beaucoup. All right. Dias thanks you. Now it's Dias' turn. He's up.
Oh,
Yay!
good timing.
He's like,
This motherfucker.
Hijo de puta, idiota de mierda. He's really mad at the guy that knocked him out. So he's going to stab the dude. He's gonna do his green flames blade attack again.
He has advantage.
And he hits, and he's gonna do 10 damage
Nice.
to the elder, who is looking extremely wounded, and then he's gonna try to hit him with his offhand and miss, and he gets some. Where is it? And four fire damage shoots from the body of the elder into the little darkling, who squeals as green flames splatter him. Ah! Lord Hans, it's your turn.
Lord Hans is going to move up here. He's going to see that the elder is restrained, and that I can see that Una is clearly blinded. So I'm going to chromatic orb lightning this little dude to get him off her back.
All right.
And that is going to be a natural 20.
Nice.
Oh shit! Roll your crit.
Yeah.
Roll 68.
1,
That's all that
6,
matters.
Fucking fireball.
Just
6,
explode.
Yeah, fireball damage right there.
16, 21, 26 lightning damage. Sprays from my hand. Would you like me to describe
Yes,
this lightning?
describe the death of this tiny little creature.
Lord Hans spindles his fingers together, licking his lips. He's
Jesus.
concerned
What's,
for the welfare.
is that concern? Is looking at us?
The welfare of his beloved fey-touched companion. He shuffles his feet rapidly on the ground to generate static electricity, which shoots out of his hand in a ball of sparkling lightning that dances like the very fairies that steal our cups over the heads of the other combatants, zips into the little darkling, and it's as though he had stuck his finger into the world's largest Leyden jar. His hair stands on end, every hair follicle perfectly standing on end, his cloak puffing up as he and spasms and dies.
And he's dead. Oops.
Cooked.
Like a fairy stealing the soul from the dark.
Wow.
Okay. I have to disconnect the audio here.
Explodes his charred remains.
And then Lord Hans says, "Shocking, absolutely shocking."
Cackles. Ah.
Shockingly refreshing.
Perhaps
One
we should
moment.
always fight with blindfolds on from now on to make the odds more even.
Oh my god. Come on, phone. Okay, there we go. Alright. It is the turn of the Elder, the final remaining Darkling. Hey, Zoomers, I finally got you a map you can use.
Thank you.
So, the Darkling Elder, restrained by webs, screams at the death of its younger brothers. It turns to Lord Hans, I guess. Does it want to kill Lord Hans? But it's stuck in these. It's stuck in these webs.
Did the little darkling have a light explosion?
Ah, yes. Thank you for reminding me. Everyone within 20 feet of that make a con save.
Oh,
Sorry.
20 feet now?
Sorry,
Or
guys.
sorry, 10 feet. 10 feet.
Okay.
Does that include Jasper?
That's much
Yep.
I
better.
think it's just Una and
And Darius.
Darius.
Okay.
I'm already blinded, but I rolled a 19.
Darius is blinded.
Ah!
You are blinded. You're from before. You're
Yeah.
still blinded. And what about you, Hassan?
Isn't this more than 10 feet?
Does it matter if you're blinded because you've got blind sight? So,
You're like, I can see no matter what.
I don't know. You did it last time. I can't even see over there. So we're good. All right. So now it is the Darkling Elder's turn. He is going to use a bonus action to cast darkness and put a bunch of darkness around himself again.
That makes sense.
Yeah. I mean, it's certainly not going to protect him from this evil spider of death, but it'll be all right. So he'll do that, and then is anyone standing within arm's reach of him? Just Darius. Darius, you're gonna Darius. Because this dude wants some blood.
He has disadvantage because he's restrained, so it should just be a normal roll.
Okay, so be it. He hits with his first attack, and he hits with his second attack.
Poor Darius.
And Darius is probably dead. Let's see. He's got 10 hit points. So okay, wait. So he's got a total of 28 hit points. So he's gonna take a good amount of hit points of damage here to die permanently. Okay, that's 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. That's 23 damage.
On the first attack.
Wow, on one attack? Holy shit, this guy does a lot of damage.
And then 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 plus 23.
That's dead.
37.
He's not dead.
It's just slightly not enough.
Oh.
Yeah.
He's one hit point
One
away
hit
from
point,
permanent
yeah.
death.
Wow.
I want him to be permanently dead.
I mean, just make him dead then. That's
And
up
then
to
he
you.
kicks
We're
him.
gonna find out. He's permanently dead.
Oh, no!
You guys, this Darkling Elder, you can't see it because it's all in darkness. The only person who can see it is the spider, and he's surrounded in like green light. And he sees the spider sees as this Darkling Elder plunges his short swords into Darius's chest over and over again. Chunks of organs flying out, and you hear Darius's. You hear Darius's last words as he says, "For Amma and Childo, goodbye."
Oh.
Yeah, and then he expires after 152 years of life.
Oh my God.
What were his last words?
Darius. To Amma and Childa, for Amma and Childa, goodbye.
And he's dead. And that's the end of the Darkling Elder's turn. Hassan, would you like to finish him off?
Yes, very sad. I'm gonna go towards him, but I don't want to move it so it doesn't get messed up. Bite attack, that's a 20 to hit.
You hit.
Alright, it makes a Constitution saving throw for poison. Taking 11 damage.
He passes the con save.
Okay, so then he takes 6 more poisonous damage.
He's dead. Describe the death.
Spider goes "Ah!" and like just jumps on him and just like stabs him into his eyes and just tries to like do what he did to Darius.
Pieces of Darkling Elder brain come flying out of the thing's eyes, all spackled on the spider pincers, and Homeboy is dead AF, laying next to Darius. And our battle is over. So you can see Darius's life leaking from his body. Maybe if you have anything you want to say to him, perhaps he can still hear you as he expires.
Can I save him with the healing word amulet?
Nope,
Okay.
he's dead.
Bro.
Darius. What were you? Who sent you?
Who sent you?
We know who sent him, right? The mage.
I forgot.
Tell me who sent you!
I'm just gonna say, and she doesn't yell it, so I don't know if yours, but like I'm sorry I couldn't get to you fast enough.
Oh, that is sad. You were heading there.
I was. She's got little legs.
And he says,
But-
"How do you think I feel?"
So he has passed, and there you are standing in the woods among these ruined walls and pillars.
Did the elder darkling explode, or is his body just
He did.
there? Oh, okay.
Everybody make a con save.
For what range?
What?
For 20 feet or?
Oh,
Yeah, it's a big explosion.
10.
21. This is a natural 20.
It's 4.
You guys are blinded for the next minute.
12.
18.
Everybody's blinded except the 2 people on Zoom.
Yeah.
Yeah!
As the
That's pretty close to
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
As the pieces of eyeball fly out of the Darkling's head, also light starts to fly out of it, and the whole body bursts into a bright, flaming explosion, blinding all of you, and giving Una 10 more gold.
Woo!
Nice.
Oh, is anybody else blind?
I'm blind. Can't see shit.
Spider.
Just stay still for a minute.
Did we kill
Don't do
everything?
Don't do anything stupid. Just it's like, and so while maybe they're waiting to come back, I'll be like, does anyone know the funeral rites? How they do this in Rocinante?
Yes, I believe the deceased party loots the corpse to take as many goods and as much money as they can find.
Yes.
the
I can't
way.
do it, but she lives
This
in
is the way.
We should, I would think, at least bury him maybe and light some
Yes.
torches up pillars. I don't know.
But I don't, I think that he would have wanted us to have any scrolls or gold or magical spell components that he might have been carrying. And in fact, if the blades that he wielded were usable by a mage, that might also be of interest as well.
Lord Hans is saying this even as he's blinded.
Yes.
Yeah. Lord Hans is trying to feel around for the body. He's looking. He's
Patting
looking for the
around.
body.
Can I hear the jingle of coins anywhere? Do I smell parchment?
Let me know if you're really doing that.
I'm waiting. I'm waiting until to not be blinded. I'll say, like, of course we should bury him, but yes, we need to take everything that he has. It's what he would have wanted.
Well, and we should. He was from the Mage College in Rocinante. Is that right?
Yes.
We should try to get when we can. We should try to get word back of his valiant deeds.
Yes, and we should speak to Amma and Childo when we can.
Can I write in the ground? So that they can see.
The spider.
Can you write in the ground?
Yeah, as spider.
Sure.
Alright. I'm gonna write bring body back.
Let's see.
Bring his body back?
Yeah, maybe you could wrap him in spider
yeah.
silk.
All right.
Oh. But a keep for so. I guess we could bring him back to Moncapa.
Yes, they could
Well, yeah.
certainly give
It's
him
okay if he's a
the-
little juicy, yeah.
Do you, Daphne? Do you have anything I need to
Oh, no.
preserve his body? Or?
Oh, unfortunately, that involves magics that I cannot yet do.
Understood.
Can we see yet?
Sure.
Oh.
A minute has passed.
I'd like to, with permission from the party, I would like to search. I'm just going to come out and say it. I want to take Darius's possessions and split them evenly among the party. Does anybody object to this? All right.
You.
What are we?
She's responding. They're saying stuff.
He's not even cold.
Yes. This is a lot to take in. He was our companion, and somehow he knows something about Una and maybe also Daphne. I don't know. I don't recall.
Well, I wish that he would have told us. But
Let's maybe we can. What time of day is it, Jay? Find out.
It's 11 a.m.
Oh, it's not even that late.
Maybe we
I
can
feel like
see.
we should bring his body back and do some sort of ceremony after we gather the lichen here. And I'm sure there will be a time, Lord Hans, when I'm sure Dias would want.
Yes. I meant, of course, I mean no disrespect to Blias. What was his name?
Jesus.
Dias?
And she's just like, Daphne's face is getting darker and darker.
Yes, we'll give his proper funeral rites to the scrolls. I mean, to the elf.
Did he use some special name for Una at some point, or am I making that up?
That was the fairy in the woods.
That was the fairies.
The
Oh, right,
elf.
we don't.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did the Darklings leave anything behind?
No, they exploded.
They exploded and light blinded us.
Blinded everybody.
All right.
I will take the light.
Yeah, can we search the light?
Well,
There's,
should some of us wrap Dias's body while there's gathered lichen?
I think probably the spider can handle the wrapping, just
I'm not opposed to searching his body to see if there's any
Sure.
information
Thank
about
you, Una.
his purpose
Yes.
here with us or
Yes.
anything interesting.
That's a
on
very good
him.
point. He could be carrying a letter.
But I don't want to be. Well, I'm not in it for the looting. I just want to make it clear. I'm in it for the information.
Yes, very important information. I think we should search him immediately. You never know. Knowledge is power, my friends.
But then I do think we should wrap up the body and return anything that seems significant on him to the Mage College.
Like a murder weapon you might find in a mage college. Oh wait, sorry.
Yes, very good point.
Okay. Well, so Una and Lord Hans, you're going to search the body.
I think that all I'm saying is I think that Dias would have wanted anything that he had to go on to support the cause of our survival. That's all I'm saying. So if he had gold or weapons or magic items that could help us, that could make the difference in a fight between us living and dying, he would have wanted us to have them. And if we make it through all this, we can return them to Amma and Childo in his memory.
Okay.
What say you?
if you keep your word.
I will.
What is your word worth?
I will.
Okay.
If we ever encounter Amma and Childo, I will certainly... And in fact, I think we should find Amma and Childo and let them know that that their beloved father died. You know, although Amma and Childo are dead, aren't they?
I don't know. What did he tell you?
He did. He said that he lived on a farm after his wife and child died or something. Like, he had some tragic backstory.
Maybe
Yeah.
maybe another member of the party remembers better.
Spider.
Spider.
Do you want to ask anybody else if they remember?
So yes, Amma. As I seem to recall, Amma and Childo were dead, and that he's perhaps gone to join them now. Is anybody else? Do the other great friends of Darius that so respect his possessions remember the wonderful backstory that he told? No?
I think I do remember that. And that he lived alone
Yes.
afterwards.
Daphne, you don't remember? No.
I'm sorry.
Well, you had a moment with him. So
Yes, I'll
he's
know about
152
it.
years old. He when he was like 30 or something, he started being an adventurer in Rocinante. He went out and
Right.
adventured all over Rocinante, and one of the members of his adventuring party, he married and he started a farm,
Yes,
and he raised a
right.
child with her.
Yes.
He's a half elf, and his wife was human, and his
Yeah.
child was quarter elf, and they both
Right.
died of old age.
Right.
And,
Yes. In some ways, I think even though he has fallen, he is the luckiest among us.
So after his wife and child died of old age, he was just living alone on his farm and
Yeah, that's right.
being a weirdo. And then he was like, "I'm gonna go join the mage college and see if I can help out."
All right.
And so he's following
Yes.
you. This Daphne recalls every bit of.
Very
Alright.
shred.
Well, I would like
Yeah.
to search Darius's body respectfully while saying some kind words to him, just to see if there's any, like a letter or a scroll, perhaps a scroll, or some gold, or whatever else he has on him that is.
You find a scroll-shaped piece of paper. You unroll it to find the words, "I knew Lord Hans would search my body."
Yes, as he goes, I'm going to say proceed, but it's a threat, not permission. Like you better be respectful.
Of course.
Please proceed, Governor.
I have full intent to be respectful to Darius. I saw him expire nobly. Is there anything else? I'm searching.
Why don't you roll perception one? See if you find anything.
Natural 20?
Well, you find on his finger is a ring made of antler.
Mm-hmm.
Around his neck is a necklace, and on the necklace is a mother of pearl trident.
Do they seem magical?
No. But anyone who's playing in East Side Heroes, I was hoping you might react to hearing about a mother of pearl trident necklace. And you also find like a seal from the Mage College that you would use of Rocinante that you would use to seal wax on a letter.
I'm taking the mage. So this Mage College seal might be of use to us.
Well,
these other
and maybe that is something to be returned back to the Mage College. It could be, for instance, a calling card if we ever go there.
Yes. But then, if anyone can detect magic and see if these things are magical, otherwise I would suggest burying them with Darius.
I have magic awareness. I could look at him and see.
You want to use your magic awareness ability as an action?
Sure.
Okay, none of them are magic.
And what if it's
kind of druidy to me, but I don't know. Maybe he would want you to have it.
And what about his weapons? Are they something that any of us can use? These scimitars? I don't think I can use them.
They're short swords. They're 2 short swords.
Yes.
No.
Are they of interest to anybody? So we'll keep his possessions with him, I suppose. Except for the seal for the Mage College, I'm keeping with me.
So you guys are leaving the ring on his finger and the necklace around his neck?
Unless anybody else wants them.
Yeah, no. Those
No.
can stay.
I have no interest in his keepsakes, only if he had something that could save us.
Alright, then I'm gonna web him up and put him on my back.
Well, what are we going to do with his body? We're going to take it back to Moncafa and bury it there? I don't understand.
Maybe, or at least maybe in Moncapa, someone can tell us how properly to respect, the practices in Rocinante.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. I'm wondering if we should take his ring and his necklace also to maybe give back to the Mage College.
Well, we could leave it on his body for now, and then when we find out how he's supposed to be buried, that's
Well,
good also.
his fingers are going to swell up. So I would take the ring off now. Or they're going to stiffen. It's going to be hard to get the ring off. Someone in Moncafa will know how to keep his body in good shape, at least.
Alright, so who's holding on to these objects?
I'll take the ring and the necklace and just for safekeeping.
Okay.
Both cursed.
What did you say?
Both cursed.
Cursed items.
Alright, and Lord Hans has the seal.
Yeah.
And the body is wrapped up in spider silk.
Yep.
And on the back of the spider. And you guys are standing in the clearing, and there is a rock nearby that is absolutely covered in the lichen that you're looking for.
Excellent. I'll harvest some lichen.
Lichen time.
What's that?
Lichen time.
Lichen time for lichen. Okay, so you spend like 27 hours slowly, carefully peeling the lichen off.
Dang.
Just kidding. You pull the lichen off and you shove it in your jug, and you find that you have about 85% of the lichen you need now. Wait, no, 87%. And you've gathered a lot of lichen off of this stone, and you're feeling very good about it. So there you are. And some fairies fly by, and everybody roll a d20.
Woo!
What, are they gonna steal this body off
They
my back?
steal the lichen.
Not going to steal anything from the spider.
9.
Natural
8.
20.
15.
Okay, they don't steal anything. One of them says, Priscilla!
Shaking of a tiny fist.
And there you are, standing there.
I'm gonna move the phone back just so I can charge
Do you
it.
think this was all the east, or shall we continue
Is there
even
more east?
further east?
So from where you're standing, going north would have you leave the forest to go towards the lake. West is where you came from. Southwest is the forest. South is forest. Southeast is the forest. And east is the forest. Northeast is out. And north and northwest are out.
I head east.
South. Okay. Sorry.
The squirrel said east.
Alright,
I mean, this was a big rock, but yes.
alright. I agree with the party's choice.
So you guys are
Further
going
east.
to the majestic east. Alright, you go to the east, and this, you know what this forest looks like. This one has some rotten trees. There are some rotten trees, and they are around a chasm. Well, not a chasm, but just almost like a slash in the ground, like someone, let's say it's like 2 feet across. And
It's like-
yeah, there's a slash in the ground. It's not as huge as that, but let's say it's 20 feet long and 2 feet across. And yeah, there's a sort of slash in the ground there, and there's some rotten trees around it.
Does it look like there's any lichen around here?
There's a little bit of lichen, yeah.
Let's harvest some lichen.
Okay, you get up to 90% lichen.
Yeah.
Alright.
I guess I'll look down the hole of this thing.
Alright, you look down the hole of the thing, and you see what looks like a human arm bone and a skull sticking out of the dirt near the top of it. And it's kind of dark near the bottom of it. It's about 10 feet deep.
Can I reach my spiderly legs into the thing to grab the human?
You wanna... Oh, it's like 2 separate bones that you see sticking out of the dirt on either side of this slash in the ground.
Oh. Spider.
The flesh in the ground and rotten trees. Is there a creature that may cause that to happen?
Would you like to look closer at the slash?
Yes, I would. Do some CSI pargoose.
Okay, you can choose the stat you'd like to roll.
Yeah, I'm gonna do, I won't know about a creature, but I'm gonna do medicine to try to determine cause of death, how long they've been dead.
Medical CSI, Dr. House on
Yes,
the
step
bone.
aside. This is a dirty 20.
Oh, nice.
Dirty 20!
Oh.
You take a
I
look.
have a plus 8. What?
What?
Oh, I was just saying, because Curlin said nice, and I said it helps, I have a plus 8 modifier. But, yes,
Yeah.
okay.
That's still
Dirty
good,
20.
So
What? Do.
you take a look at these bones and you caress them with your medical fingers, looking at the crevices in the bone, and you discover that these bones appear to have died of natural causes, and a cursory look around the area tells you that this is some kind of burial place that has been disturbed in an odd way. So people were buried here, and then there's a cut in the ground. Could have been caused by an earthquake, could have been caused by someone digging with a giant axe. I don't know.
Can I survival?
And that's the gist of what I tell everyone it kind of, as I'm looking at it.
You want to do a survival roll, Spider?
Yeah, just to kind of see
Sure.
what would cause this, maybe.
Yeah.
A dirty 20 as well.
You think that the Earth has split because of some kind of natural erosion or earthquake. You don't see any evidence of tools or anything like that. It also looks like the ground has been split for a while.
And I think that's the split is what's causing the dying trees.
You want to look at the trees with the nature?
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe something that died here poorly affected the trees.
Okay.
So there you are, standing around this crevasse. It's dark in the bottom, so you guys have been looking at the top.
But it's only 10 foot down?
Uh-huh. It's kind of dark down there, though. You've been looking around at the top and examining trees and shit. You want to, look all the way down to the bottom?
Sure.
All right. You look down at the bottom, and you see some more bones, and you also see an iron cup, your 10 days of rations, and you see a silver circular brooch with a trefoil pattern on it.
Oh, that's what I'm looking for.
Is that what you're looking for?
I am. That's my lady friends. That's her brooch. I gotta go get that.
Oh, your drinking buddy?
I gotta go get that.
Oh, if only we had mage hands.
Sorry.
It's alright.
Me too.
It's only
Me
10.
too.
It's only 10 feet. I'll just grab it.
The spider grabs all the items.
Hey, thank you.
Yay,
My cup, your rations. I'll hold these for you. The brooch.
Is there an acorn there too?
Matilda's gonna be so happy. Is there a nut? One nut?
What is called an acorn?
One acorn, yeah.
Oh, lady.
All right. So what else are you guys up to?
Merelda. Merelda is her name.
Yeah, Merelda.
Merelda.
Merelda's
Griselda.
Well, should we jump this thing and continue east or
Does,
go?
does east look like it goes more?
So as you
over?
look around in all the directions, you see that east east will take you into a forest that feels boring and not magical.
Okay.
With no
North
lichen?
will take you north and northwest will take you towards the lake. West is where you came from. Southwest is southwest goes into the forest. South goes into the forest, and southeast and east go out of the cool fey forest into boring old-fashioned forest.
So maybe south instead of
South or
loop.
southwest, yeah.
I vote for southwest. I don't know why.
Man.
I do not have a preference.
All right.
You guys are going southwest?
Southwest.
Guess
Yeah.
Okay. You guys are going southwest. You walk hundreds of feet through the forest. Little chickadees and buzzing fairies, someone squealing Priscilla. And you come to a large clearing with a large fallen log is laying across the clearing. It looks like it was once a massive tree and it is now covered in moss and fungus.
And lichen?
And just a little bit of lichen. Yeah.
Just
I'd
enough.
like to harvest some lichen, please.
Okay, you're at 93.7%.
3.7, wow.
Yeah.
Alright.
The log seems to be sort of blocking your progress in certain directions. You'd have to like climb it or try to figure something else out because it's really big. So you could sort of go back to the north, the northeast, or the east without having to cross the giant log. Or if you want to go to the west, southwest, or south, you'd have to figure out how to get around this big giant log.
I mean, if we're trying
We
to go to
cannot let
someplace
a
new.
fallen tree halt our progress.
Yeah. Fallen tree, guys, can't do it.
If we
Can't do it. Turn
if
around.
we go east, it's new fairy forest territory, without climbing the log. Or we could, if we go
Because
south,
we
it's,
went a little bit southwest.
yeah.
We defeated Darklings and
But this is a log. You,
Yeah,
you don't understand.
Yeah.
The squirrel said full of monsters. Many scary things.
gazers and
But-
demon dogs. Okay.
If you want to climb the
go
log,
on,
I'll try
do
climbing the log.
How high
You
does
saw-
the log go? This giant fallen tree?
It's like 12 feet high and 12 feet across. Big giant fallen tree.
Catman, why don't you look on the other side and see if there's any like it?
I'll look on the other side.
You got all the lichen that's around here.
Oh.
It's a really cool looking log though. It's been there a long time.
Wow. I try to investigate the log to see if there's anything about it that's unusual besides its size.
Okay, you want to roll investigation?
Sure.
You roll investigation.
13.
You don't find anything.
Okay. Well, let's say this log was in here. Which way would we want to go?
I think south, but we can also go east and then circumvent the log. Up to the team. I'll happily try to climb a log, although I'm not the greatest log man, as they say.
I would have the ability to make Una have I'll just say mechanically, but have advantage on strength checks, and her carrying capacity could double. But is it big enough that she wouldn't even like at double be able to shove it? So big.
It's really big. It'd be like shoving a bus.
Okay. Yeah, fair enough. Okay. Well, yes. This is much too big of a tree. So
It is to be climbed.
We could probably rope some people and clamber over if we wanted to. That just meant if anybody could get eyes on the other side that's able to climb to see if it
I'll
looks
go on
worthwhile.
to the top of the log.
Yeah, you see a clearing.
Alright, then I'm gonna go back down, I'm gonna grab him, and then go back up, and then go back down, put him down.
Are you transporting everybody one by one over the log?
Yeah.
Okay, you guys are all on the other side of the log.
Yeah.
Woo! Continue southwest.
So southwest will bring us back to the area where we first entered the forest. I think
This, by the way, reminds me of when we saw that rolled up carpet in a dungeon one time.
You have there are areas in this forest that you have not been to the west, southwest, south, southeast, and east. You have been to the northwest, north, and northeast.
Yeah.
So we go southwest, which I think will be kind of heading in the direction of Moncapa. You know, we'll be done. We'll have collected enough lichen, we can return to the town soon.
yeah, I think I vote we go south. That's my vote.
Okay. That's fine.
I hear one for south, one for southwest. So
South
many
is good.
choices. What are we deciding?
Let's go south.
South.
Alright, let's do south then.
Okay, you step to the south, and as you do, you get a feeling of fey magic,
Yeah.
and the world seems to shift around you, and you move into a clearing, but you can tell that you did not move to the south.
Hmm.
If you want to make a survival roll, maybe you can tell which way you guys moved.
That's 16.
You can tell that you didn't move south, you moved west.
Hmm. Can we all tell this? Or sorry, it's
I
Hassan.
think he's saying we moved to the west, not the south.
Interesting.
Is Hassan a spider still?
Yes. That's how he carried us over a tree.
Unless it's been 2
That's
hours.
great.
Is there any lichen in this new clearing?
There's a little bit of lichen.
And what's our lichen tally now?
Yeah,
We were at
let's get this.
98.7.
What are we at now?
You guys are at 95% lichen, and I think it's time for a break.
All right.
But do you guys want a break?
Yes.
Okay, break it is.
Okay.
So as you guys headed to the south, you felt the forest shift around you, and after a successful survival check from our spider who can't talk, he has discovered that you have actually moved to the west. So if you all would please put yourself over here as you would be as you entered.
I'm behind my friend Una.
You can just place me wherever you think.
Yeah, the same.
That's why I paid that gold
So
dime.
fill in the gap where you're not.
Someone is trying to keep us, perhaps, from the south. Away from the south.
These are trees.
Should have rested.
Yeah, how are you guys looking right now?
Una got some good. Una, you took some good. Well, you have good berries, right?
Everybody had 10 good berries.
I did.
Unless you've used them, I don't know. I don't think
I
so.
can,
Well,
yeah,
you-
how far are you
You
down?
guys can't use them now because you're rolling for
We're
initiative.
about to be in the shit.
Okay.
Alright.
Yeah.
I got-
18.
Passes out blindfolds to everyone. It says, "Look, my friends, it's only fair."
All right, Lord Hans, you got 18.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 18.
Okay, somebody else tell me their initiative, please.
15.
Okay, Daphne.
8, 7.
Okay, Jasper.
20.
Woo, that's Jasper. That's the Jasper I know. Has some?
14.
Sorry, you can only say spider.
Spider.
What is it? 14?
14, yeah.
Yeah.
You can do like the horse stomping thing.
Yeah, you can write 14 in the ground.
Tallies.
yeah. Sorry.
Alright. Oops. I rolled with initiative.
Yeah.
I mean with advantage.
Because they got a sword,
Sneak
a
attack.
dagger of warning.
Yeah, I'm like in love with the dagger.
I mean, it's
warning.
pretty fucking awesome.
Yeah, it makes me want to take the alert feat, but I just love the dagger warning. Okay. Okay. All right, so you guys are you move west, and you're in this clearing here. There's an expanse of trees spread out, and it feels quiet. Too quiet. It looks like the rest of the forest that I've described. You smell moss and foliage. You hear birds calling, peaceful, spaced out tree trunks. And there you are in this large clearing.
So these are trees, and then these are tree stumps.
These two things that have blue tape on them are ruined structures. This looks like some kind of like throne on a platform.
Ooh, that's exactly what it looks like.
Yeah, and this looks like a piece of a wall. They're all really fallen apart and have moss and stuff on them. And then these two are trees.
Nice.
And you know what? Just one more fucking thing there. Yeah. So, yeah, there you are. And, Jasper, you are first to do a thing.
Do we see any lichen?
Yeah. You see a little bit of lichen. I think you already collected it, actually.
Oh, we
in
just
this area.
right
We
before
just
the
did
break.
that.
Yeah.
So then-
We're like
Oh.
95% like it.
So, Jasper, you're first up. What are you up to?
Well, I don't notice any. Jasper doesn't notice anything. So right. So.
You notice that it feels quiet. Too quiet.
Okay. Huh.
They're just waiting for your speech.
I cast minor illusion to create applause. No, I'm just kidding. So I can hold an action. Is there anything I can climb upon, like those ruins over there?
There's a throne?
That's a big
There's an old throne on a platform. There's a piece of a wall. There's 2 20-foot tall trees. There's another chunk of rock. All of those little added pieces of wood you can climb on.
I think you'd like that. Or maybe you'd like that.
What?
I'm just gonna hang back
Oh.
and I'm gonna,
there.
I guess, have my musket
That's
at
just that
ready.
computer. Are you gonna not move?
Yeah, I'm not gonna.
So you're just standing in the middle of the clearing.
You know what? I think Jasper feels like there's something's going down. So I'm gonna cast heroism, and I am going to touch both. Well, can I touch the spider? You have a bunch of. I'm gonna touch Una, inspire her, and I guess I'm gonna touch the spider, and that's gonna gross me out. And then I'm gonna, just hang where I'm at and see kind of what happens with my. That was my action. So.
Okay. You did your thing. Lord Hans, it's your turn.
Lord Hans doesn't have a lot he can do without knowing the threat. So he's going to prepare Chill Touch on a hair trigger in case something attacks.
You're gonna ready an action for Chill Touch?
Correct.
Okay.
Actually, can I ready an action for Misty Step? Misty Step is already a bonus action.
If you gotta do it. If X, then Y.
All right, Chill Touch. Chill Touch if I see an enemy.
Okay. So, all right. Now something's gonna happen.
Oh no.
So Una and
Yeah.
Cassim each get 5 temporary hit points at the start of each of your rounds.
Nice.
Sweet.
Thank you.
Thank
So,
you for all the damage you take for us.
I'll let you guys take a quick look at this guy. Don't look at his name, although I'm sure you know what he is.
Oh yeah. Hey, buddy.
From far away, I thought he was a parrot. And then I was like, oh, okay.
Oh no. I remember this guy.
Yeah. You may have seen him before recently in East Side Heroes. This is a small bearded man in a red cap carrying a scythe.
A red cap.
A wicked scythe. None of these phone
Yes, it
things
didn't
are
want to
focusing,
focus.
so we are just going to let you imagine. Oh, we got one more
Yeah,
camera
we're
to try.
good.
Yep.
This one.
Oh,
Yes.
Yep,
There
there
it
he is.
is. Okay. Time for a music change.
Woo!
Uh-oh.
Oh, music change. What Yeah, all of a sudden, jazz and saxophone starts playing. Oh God, what's gonna happen?
My danger sense.
Yeah, your danger sense starts going off like a motherfucker. From behind this pile of rubble and stuff, this creature comes out and it runs at Hasum.
That's Spider.
That's spider.
It's
The brave red cap.
It's a little guy with a long white beard and a bloody blood red cap, and he's carrying a wicked scythe, and he also is wearing extremely heavy iron boots. Also, he has like little icicles on him. There's something different from a normal red cap about him, for anybody that knows about red caps. So he runs up on Hasem there, and he's running with his iron boots, and then his iron boots fly through the air at the spider's head. Spider, make a dexterity saving throw.
13.
You fail. Spider, you take 9 bludgeoning damage. What is the spider's hit point out of hit point?
Right now it'll be 22 out of 26.
Okay.
Plus 5 temporary.
Yeah, so he took 5 and then he took 4. So you take that and then you are knocked prone.
Oh,
Wait,
snaps.
I have a question.
Yeah?
Is this an instant in which I could use my silvery barbs?
No.
If I see that
You
as
have
no
to. You
success.
make someone who succeeds on something re-roll.
Yeah.
So he just failed at something. So
Oh,
But
okay.
if he like attacks and he hits, then you can use it.
you make someone who succeeds at something re-roll.
Got it.
So he flies at you with his iron boots. They fly through the air and connect with the head of the spider,
That's
dealing 9 bludgeoning damage, and the spider is knocked prone. The little man jumps up and cackles and starts stabbing at the spider with his wicked scythe,
Makes sense.
on which he has a sickle, on which he has advantage because the spider is now prone.
Good lord.
He hits, and he does. He does 6 slashing damage to the spider, and then he tries to hit again. And what's the AC?
14.
He hits, and he does 4 more, so 10 total damage to the spider, taking the spider to 12. Another one of these guys comes running out from behind this block, and he runs over to Una, and flying at her with his iron boots.
Oh yeah.
Flying.
Didn't 2 people have held actions?
Yes, who?
Me.
You had a chill touch.
I had a chill touch.
So that would be
against
for the
hand.
first guy. So roll an attack on the first guy.
18.
That'll hit.
And chill touch is going to do
Roll a d8.
any modifier.
Roll a d8.
4,
Okay, he takes 4 damage.
and he cannot heal himself.
That's right. Was there another held action?
Did somebody else have a held action?
Jasper had something, but I
Did
don't
you have a
know.
held
I
action,
know I
Jasper?
used my action, give you guys heroism.
Oh, okay.
Oh, right.
Okay, so
Yeah.
all right. So the next guy runs up to Una, and his iron boots are flying through the air. And Una, you have to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. Now,
I'm assuming she can see it with her danger sense.
Roll a d20.
yeah. Do I get advantage because of my
Danger sense.
danger sense?
Yep.
Okay, good. Because that was shit. Okay, yeah, that's a 19. That's
Yeah.
much better.
Okay, you pass the save, so you take 3 damage, and you don't get knocked prone,
Okay.
and you're not raging. So
Yeah.
you take the full 3, going to 39, and
Actually,
you take the full 3, going to 2 temporary hit points
yeah.
because you've been blessed. So you're at
Yeah.
42 hit points with 2 temporary hit points. The red cap squeals in anger that its shit did not knock you over, so it actually grins at you with wicked teeth and tries to take a bite out of you.
Oh no.
Damn.
And what is your AC today? 14?
14.
Yeah, good thing I told you it was 14 instead of 13. It just misses. The teeth of the red cap snap next to your head. Again, it's very annoyed, so it takes out a bag of dust from its pocket and blows the dust in your face. And it's like fairy dust, and it's tinkling and glittery and stuff. And you have to make another dex save.
Oh, I just threw a dice in the ground. Does that one have advantage too? Never mind, I rolled a 19. I don't care.
Okay, you passed the save.
Can I recommend something real quick?
What's up?
For heroism, you guys get the temporary hit points at the start of each of your turns, so you may
Correct.
not have them.
It'll be back to 5 at the start of her turn.
Yeah.
But I know that they have. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. So this guy is really mad, and now
Can't face Una.
another one of these little guys comes running out, and he runs up to Hasem and starts just
Easy target.
Ah!
Makes sense to me.
starts just hacking at him with
That's
his
my friend.
fucking wicked sickle. All right. He hits with the first attack, and he does 5, 6, 7 slashing damage. Then he hits again, and he does 7, 8, 9. So that's 16 damage to our spider friend. So that is 4 damage to Hasem. No, it's first the five temporary hit points.
No, it's already been used.
Okay, so 4 damage to you.
Yep. I'm no longer a spider.
You're at 32, and now the red cap cackles and licks his hand and thinks about his next action, and then he pulls out a bag of fairy dust and blows it in your face. Make a dex save.
30 or 20.
You pass the dex save. The creature is angry that it has only hit you a little. Finally,
You hit me a lot.
it hit you a lot.
Knocks the spider right out of him.
Yeah.
Finally, a bigger, scarier
Son of a bitch.
red cap comes running out from behind cover
Oh.
and starts to try to attack you. This is also a little man with a beard, but he has a tattoo on his forehead that says Papa Cap.
In your ass?
So Papa Cap comes running out from What spell is it?
Well, I'm thinking about Shatter.
What's the radius? Is it 10 feet?
It is a 10-foot radius.
A 10-foot radius circle, right?
You should be able to hit 3 of them without
I
hitting
don't want to
eyes.
hit penalties.
I would say you can hit 2. You can hit Papa Cap and one of them without hitting Hasem. You can hit 3 of them and hit Hasem. You could either hit the one that's in front of 10-foot radius. No. Yeah, you can hit 3 of them. Papa Cap and 2 guys.
Wait, I can hit 3 of them without hitting Castle?
I
Yeah.
think these guys are.
And is one of them Papa Cap?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna do this. I'm going to use my bonus action to do unsettling words on Papa Cat.
Nice.
So he will have to subtract 4 from his saving throw, and then I'm casting Shatter so that he and 2 of his friends will hear this thunderous sound that will shake them and make them do thunderous damage to them.
So does that stack with Bane? So he's got -4 and -6,
Well, it's a
Well, he
minus
didn't-
D4 and then minus 6.
Well,
Yeah.
he passed the Bane
and then
anyway.
-D6.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah.
Wait, hold
Papa Cap didn't have Bane because he
Yeah,
passed
Papa Cat.
Okay,
made the-
that's right.
Right.
Thanks, guys. I can get out my little rings because there's so many things happening.
There are a lot of things.
Yup. Okay.
Man, those rings are cool.
And they're cool.
Yeah.
Rings of-
I like the rings.
So these 2 guys are banned,
Papa Cat is not.
and Papa Cap has unsettling words. Are there any other status effects?
Not at the moment.
Okay.
Yeah.
All
Papa
right.
Cat's just last.
So
This time.
so what kind of roll am I making? Is it wisdom? What is it?
It's a con save.
Okay. Well, these guys have some pretty good con. Let's see. So we've got one guy who's not baned. One guy who's not baned in front of Una, and he fails. We've got the guy the Papa Cap, and he is not baned, but he has a minus D6, right?
-6.
Yeah, -4.
Oh,
I already
4.
rolled it. Sorry.
Okay, so yeah, he fails. And then the guy to his right is baned. So that guy rolls a 19, and we take 2 away from that, we get 17, so he passes. So
Okay.
I said everybody failed except for the middle guy, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so tell me the damage.
15 damage.
Nice.
Woo!
Okay, so 15 damage to Red Cap 1 has him on his very last legs. Did I say Papa Cap failed?
Yeah.
Papa Cap takes a good healthy hit from that, and we're doing the bottom one, and that guy
Save.
passed,
Yeah.
so he takes half, right?
7. Yeah.
Yeah, so he takes 7. All right, describe what this looks like as it happens.
So Jasper, I don't know, waves his hands, and from like just beyond the source, there's like this kind of force, this like ripples of sound and thunder, just so loud. The rest of us can kind of hear it, but it doesn't affect us, and it just shakes them and shatters them. You know, can kind of see it rippling through their clothes and their bones. Yeah.
Oh man.
And then I guess he got pooped out.
Yeah, his bones poop out of the toad's butt and fall into the ground.
It's very green, you know? That's
Yeah. You know?
Reduces carbon footprint.
Composting.
So so now you get to do other stuff, Hassan.
I'm gonna just try to bite the other guy and not swallow him.
All right.
Oh, wow. Double 3s.
Okay, that's a fail on the hitting.
Alright, that's it.
Okay, Daphne.
Okay, I'm gonna, now that there's just one left, I'm gonna dash.
Oh, there's
over.
2.
There's
So-
2.
Oh, no, there's 2? Where's the...
The other one's in front of me, and there's a little one here.
Oh.
This one's
Okay.
restrained and baned, and this one's just baned.
Okay, the one in front of Una, I'm gonna have do Toll the Dead again, but I am gonna start moving, so if I can move 30 and then do that.
30 towards...
Towards just like in, because I think I'm all the way out, no?
You can be... I mean,
I'm
you're
like
like
way
5,
back.
10, 15, 20...
that
20
there?
you're 25 from this
You
guy.
might need to plug in my
Yeah, I don't want, okay, so then I'm gonna say
It's real
15,
slow.
because I don't want to get too close, but I'll get back in it. Yeah, and we're trying the Glockenspiel again.
So you're tolling the dead on that dude?
Did the plug come out?
Yeah.
because he can't reach it.
Oh, yeah. It's alright. You can let it ride, but it might die soon. Sorry.
15 is the DC you're looking for.
He fails!
Nice.
Hey!
Woohoo!
Okay.
Roll damage on...
Yes!
Ding dong
It is
dead!
maximum damage!
So
which
this-
unfortunately is only 12 right now.
That's
but
still really good.
This is the
Yes.
one that's in his mouth, right?
No, there's one in front of me, right?
So the one in front of Una.
Okay. So it was 8 damage? Or 12
12.
damage? Okay, this guy is dead. Describe his death.
Woo! I think it is very like Indiana Jones in the Last Crusade at the end. You know, just like turning old and then just bleh, like that thing.
Just like life, only faster. All right, you blast that dude, Daphne, and we're back to Jasper.
Can I get a clean shot at the guy? I'm kind of confused about the guy who's inside.
He's
He's not technically in my mouth. He's grappled.
He's hanging out of his mouth. He could either be wrapped in his tongue, or he could be hanging out of his mouth, but he's grappled by the toad's mouth. But you can probably get a good shot on him.
Technically, you
I'm
have
gonna
advantage.
fire my musket. Do I get advantage or no?
Technically.
He's restrained, so
Yeah.
you have advantage to hit him. I'm gonna say I'm gonna add something in for fun, but yeah, roll to see if you hit with advantage first.
Okay, I rolled a 16 plus 6 is 22.
So you definitely hit. Now roll another d20 and tell me what you get.
Okay. 12.
Okay, so you also hit the toad. So roll your normal damage and then roll a d4 to see how much damage you do to the toad. Where's the
Okay.
book?
It
Where
was
did I put
over
the book
there.
with the
Somewhere
rings?
over there.
Done, Jake.
So it's 8 damage to the bad guy.
8 damage to the bad guy that's in Hassam's mouth, and how much damage to Hassam?
Is it just a clean D4?
Yep.
Okay, 1 damage to Hassam.
Okay. Describe the death of the guy that's hanging out of the toad's mouth.
It's just like a clean shot right into like his upper torso, and the musket goes in there first, and the guy just expires in the mouth. Laying there, limp.
And Toad, what do you do with this yummy body in your mouth?
It probably just drops it. Not super interested in eating a dead body.
He's not stoked on eating red caps for dinner?
Not really.
Alright, so they're all dead. Woo!
Yay.
Yay!
Lord Hans searches the bodies for scrolls.
yeah. How many scrolls does he find?
Any gold.
I took 90 damage that
Jesus.
You took 90 damage?
Yeah.
I was trying to kill that toad, man.
Jesus.
Oh my god.
That means you're. How much fucking damage can your guy take?
Oh, we
You
got
know,
the
you know
spider.
what's really interesting is that Lord Hans actually missed a scroll today.
Oh no.
Was it in the squirrel hole?
You guys missed a scroll.
Sure.
What is it? A D6? How many did we get?
What did you get?
Oh wait, do I roll that, or does each person roll?
You roll it.
Okay, I rolled a 4.
Sweet.
So we get 4 hit points from it.
If you're taking a hit die.
If you're using hit die.
Oh, right.
I'm sad because that time that I bumped this wire turned off all the cameras and the audio too.
Aww.
So we lost the joy of the giant toad fight.
Oh.
No.
I'll have to punch in and summarize it. But that'll never be as much fun as what happened. But you know what's nice is that we have it in our memories.
Yeah.
The time that Hassan pooped out a sickle +1.
And it took 90 damage in one combat.
Oh, and you know what else I'll say is that the +1 magic damage is cold damage.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
These red caps all had like little icicles hanging off of them and stuff. There was something different about it.
Right.
They're feisty.
They beat the crap out of me. I don't know about you all.
I know, you
Oh my
tanked
gosh,
so
he
well.
took all of it.
So Michael, how much of that was does that include the temporary hit points? Or
Yeah, 15 of that was temporary hit points.
Awesome.
So yeah, Bane and Heroism were both major MVPs, along with the incredible hit points absorption of the Toad and Spider. Before we move into checkouts, have you guys finished all of the short rest upkeep?
Yes.
You have all your hit points and spell slots and everything?
Yep.
All right, we'll move into checkouts. Michael, what was something you enjoyed about the session, and what was something that you enjoyed that another player did?
The session, I guess, and what another player did. I feel like it's Lord Hans's obsession with scrolls is very hilarious. To the point where like he like our friend just died and he's like, well, maybe he might have a scroll that could help us in our fight against evil, right? Let's check his body. So yeah, I find that super amusing. I was sad that
Deus Ex.
died already.
Yeah, me too.
Poor guy died so quick.
There.
I know.
But he got friggin'
he got sure shanked a lot.
yeah,
Yeah, I mean,
he got dark cleaned up.
these guys are pretty strong that we're fighting. So yeah.
Well, you guys are pretty strong. You absolutely decimated the gnome fighters
Yes.
and caster. So, you know, you guys are a powerful crew.
Yeah.
So yeah, something you enjoyed about the session and something that another player did. That you cover it? Sounded like it. So, okay.
Yeah.
Julie?
This is, I like these woods. I like the squirrels. Yes, I concur on Hans's absolute lack of decorum before the body's even cold. He wanted to search it. I loved the guy getting eaten by a giant frog. That was amazing. And I really liked in both of these battles today just the not knowing, like knowing something's going down but not knowing what it is yet. Like having the battle be invisible first was fun. Like finding the guys behind the wall was pretty great to be like, I'm gonna go look behind that wall. There's people. That was awesome. And I just, generally love the way that we work together as a team now, where everybody's got their stuff, taking people down. It's good.
Yeah. And Lord Hans, after your short rest, you realized that this thing is called a frigid, wicked sickle.
Yeah.
Oh no.
It's wicked.
It's a frigid, wicked sickle, and it's got like a little etched illustration of a screaming redcap on the side.
Oh, okay. I was like, is it from Boston or?
No, that would be a wicked, frigid sickle. I specifically.
Oh, God. I'm gonna hit you with my sickle.
It's a wicked sickle.
Yeah.
Wicked piss of sickle.
Listen up. You don't want to taste of my sickle. Get the fuck out of my fucking
Look here.
face. Yeah.
Look here. You gotta steer clear of my sickle.
Yeah. Listen.
All right, Timothy.
Alright, yeah, so I really liked, this was a classic D&D session where it was a dungeon-like woodland with lots of combat, and I really fucking had a great time. I love the contrast of the sessions that are dialogue heavy and adventure and trying to figure out motives within motives and plans within plans. And then I love these palate cleansers of just kicking some ass, having some new spells, having just leveled up and like getting ready to fucking blast them. And then, what can you say about the giant toad that can take unlimited damage from within its own digestive tract, getting attacked with nasty sickles from within. I love the enemies in the Darklings and the Redcaps are both cool and appropriate enemies for the Fey Forest, and give a sense of fairies are good, and like Fey beings can also be like creepy and evil and weird and like nasty Hans Christian Andersen like eating the kids in a cobbler's shop at night. And the fucking toad, what can you say, man? The toad kicks so much ass. I hope that I live to see a real toad of that size eat an evil humanoid at some point in my life.
One fine day. Jasper, your turn.
Oh, I love all the back-to-back combat, and I love the challenge of wearing down our spell slots and having to think about, we just had a combat, we're about to combat, and we're not doing a rest in between, and we got to figure this out. That was great. I thought we worked really well together. Loved seeing some of our new powers, Misty Step Out of Danger. I was really worried about Lord Mountain for a second. And first the Toad. I thought Hassan was the MVP today. Both the Toad, but also you did the Thorn Whip against the Fairy, right?
Exploding Priscilla!
And you killed the Elder with the spider, killed the Elder.
Yeah.
Or finished him off, and then you wrapped our friend, our erstwhile companion, up in webs and stuff. You're really shown, but the teamwork's great. All the different things. It was great seeing Bane cast. It's such a great spell, and then I was really gratified to cast Heroism and see it have some actual effect. So it could be a cool spell to use too. So great, and Jake, lots of fun today. I love how you are varying up our sessions like this. It really keeps us on our toes.
Thank you, sir. Gotta have some fun with some creepy red caps. Lauda.
I think I will never get over a squirrel named Melissa. The squirrel is great anyway, but I don't know. That was the funniest thing I've ever heard. So 2 things I wanted to highlight. Tim, I think it's so cool that like your meta also is like matching Lord Han's like the pontificating when you're casting something, and you've even adopted a different physicality for him, like it's very upright and whatever, and it's cool. It's fun to see it like grow and evolve. Yeah. And I also wanted to, this is consistent and it got highlighted a little bit earlier, but David, you are an excellent support player. Like always boosting, uplifting your teammates and anticipating, what they're gonna need, and always checking in on how people are doing. But I think that can often be very unsung, but it's exceptional.
Yay! All right. Yeah, I was sad to see Darius die. So his story might continue in one way or another in the future. You still have I don't know where his spider silk body is. Right?
It's right there.
It's in the mouth of the toad. I was sad that he died, but the dice decreed that he must die, and so he must die. We are grateful that none of you went the way of Darius today.
Yeah.
Who sustained massive damage, and I wanted him to live. The toad stood up to a horrendous onslaught. Hasam was knocked out of his wild shape and prone, laying on the ground. Could have been killed himself in that moment, but was able to wild shape out of it before he was squished by an elephant foot. When I was running the Darkling encounter, when I was testing the Darkling encounter, that was a really dangerous one because I didn't think of the giant spider having blind sight. I even was like, do any of these druid shapes have blind sight? And you guys got killed the first time I did the Darklings and tested them. And so that was like the one that I was the most worried about. But the spider's blind sight really helped you out, because it's rough when you're just all of you are blinded, and all of the Darklings do
have advantage.
A whole lot of extra damage, just like a rogue when they have advantage. And so they have true sight and they can see in the darkness, and then they do a whole bunch of extra damage when they have advantage. And as you saw Darius, the only reason Darius had to die, right, was because he was restrained. So really, Hasam killed Darius by webbing up the guy so he couldn't move. So the only person he could hit was Darius. Una was very fun today. She collected a lot of gold. I'm sure Lord Hans wishes that he had Una's power. I'm really excited for Una to roll a 2
Is it a 2
or a 9.
Hoping.
Because something crazy will happen when she rolls a 2 or a 9. Let's not reveal it, but she rolled a 2 or a 9 during my testing, and it definitely changes the course of the battle completely. Anyone who can see her, look at how cute Minx is. She's so cute. She's a little loaf. Tim's role playing and storytelling about his ice blast. Also his excellent selection of a spell that again wasted 2 of the guys' turns. Right? There was like 3 people left, or 4 people left, and 2 of them didn't have a turn because of rhymes, and they all took damage. So very good spell selection and hilarious and fun description. I also enjoyed Hasam's description of nom-nom-nomming the guy. Jasper, excellent support work. You did excellent musketry, but your heroism was, of course, overpowered AF, because everybody gets new THP at the beginning of each round. And yeah, so you're protecting everyone, and you've got the throne. Watch the throne. You stood on top of the stone throne, and yeah, Daphne, you know, I miss you having all of your poisons to play with and poisons to collect.
I know.
Yeah, I'll have
I've
to.
got to, I mean, she's doing fine. Collecting.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
Very, very smart battling in the second one. You were
Thank you.
saving your firepower because you knew that all you really needed to do was maintain Bane, and like you caused them to hit half as much because of the Bane. They're doing 3 rolls and they only were hitting 1 out of every 2 that would hit because of the Bane. But then you're standing way over there and only using Toll the Dead and saving your spell slots. Very strategic. Very strategic. Yeah, so I had a lot of fun seeing you guys get into battle. You know, you didn't battle for a couple sessions, and I have really been having fun planning like Feywild monsters and Feywild creatures, and obviously tuning them and changing them a little bit so that they do extra shit, like blowing dust in Julie's face so she has to walk 15 feet in a different direction. So yes, very fun. Thank you all for bringing fun into my life.
Yay!
Thanks, Jay.